So they
no!
missed that.
Oh, they missed the
No!
Chrissy. They missed Chrissy.
They missed Chrissy.
Chrissy, wake
Chrissy and
up.
Dylan, come on.
Chrissy,
Okay.
wake
All
up.
right. All right.
Chrissy,
Good
Chrissy,
morning.
Chrissy,
Oh
Chrissy, Chrissy.
my God. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of our lovely college era Monster Hearts game. Just so you know, the second season is called The Memories That Haunt Us, Part 1. I am your lovely host, Star Stories. Whoever's audio is echoing, what in the world is going on? Because I can hear myself in somebody's mic.
It's yours.
Is it mine? How?
Yeah, because every time it only happens when you speak.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Just going to yell at Sam.
She did not. She just closed the door. And
No, because he doesn't know how to. Oh, okay, hold on.
I think it's gone.
Hello?
Nope, it's
No.
not there.
I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Hold on.
Ladies
Sure,
and
Ellis,
gentlemen,
as always.
I'm gonna need my tech guy. Hold on.
I'm gonna need my tech guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, as
I need to
M-
borrow you. Like now.
Like now.
My mic keeps echoing.
Damn you, Ellis.
So,
You
ladies and gentlemen,
strike yet
while they try and fix that, remember that at Dinner and Game, we do these shows early in the morning so we can whore ourselves out to a coffee company. The nice thing is, it's an ethical coffee company. Geek Grind Coffee is an amazing coffee company that provides you with tons of different flavors, representative of the geek and gaming community, and the coffee is ethically sourced. It is actually bought from women-owned farms. And it is amazing quality coffee. I myself am currently drinking a lovely cup of Dwarven Dawn, one of my favorite flavors. But if you use the code that's in chat and you order your coffee through Geek Guide through that code, we will get a tiny portion of every single purchase. And all those purchases, of course, are going to support a small company that supports the geek and gaming community as a whole and helps us out, helps you out to make sure you get coffee that is ethically sourced and incredible quality, and makes everyone happier because I have coffee, therefore I can be human. We can't hear you. If you're asking if we can hear you, Sam, we can't hear you.
I had it muted.
I
All
thought
right.
you did.
Are you guys? Is the echo still going on?
I don't hear
No.
it, guys. Do you
I
hear
don't
it?
hear it.
No.
Nope.
Sounds like it's gone.
Could have just been a technical glitch. Could have been one of a few things. I'm just trying to narrow it down to make sure it doesn't happen twice.
If it has something to do with the actual internet connection, then it's going to happen. There's really nothing we can do. Crip Walker says that he hears no echo.
They hear no echo. The echo must have just been on your side. It's possible that you were, or that one side was too loud, so you're hearing it through someone else, but it wasn't showing up.
I have no idea. Nope.
No,
I hear it.
No, that's not an echo. That's just you're really loud.
I'm not even being loud though.
See, when your voice came down in tone, the echo
Yeah.
is gone.
So what I'm hearing is it's not an echo, it's your voice being picked up on someone else's thing. And then rebroadcast.
That is-
It is what it is, but I need you to shut the door because you don't know how to be quiet. I love you, but go.
We need to shut the door. The neighbors are
Sorry.
complaining again.
I just hit him in the knee with the door.
He doesn't
Taking
need
Sam
a
out at the
knee.
knees.
He doesn't need no knee. All right, back to you, Em. I already plugged Geek Grind because
Okay, cool. Is there anything else that I need to say?
we had to hydrate because Will got in here.
Yeah.
I actually have water, so y'all
Hi,
can't yell at me.
Will. We love you.
So, who would like to do the recap?
I mean, you only have like 3 options. So I
Yeah,
mean,
the 3 himbos.
Yeah,
I'll do it for once.
alright.
I'll do it
you
for
haven't done-
once.
You haven't done it ever, I don't think.
All right.
Nope.
Once you do the recap, you'll get a +1 to any roll of your choice.
Excellent. So, Misty shanghaied us all into working the carnival with Yasmin because she was drunk.
and did a lottery. They're bickering. We went off to go open the storage units while while Ezekiel went with Buffy back to the club because he was pissed at Misty, and Katie ended up beating up Misty, which was fantastic. Mihai and Reese, with their new friend Celine, went to the storage units, opened the wrong one, found the box, tried to put it back and being responsible, but the box didn't want to be put back and jumped out of Mihai's hand at one point.
Jumped.
No, it
Jumped.
fell.
Jumped.
No,
Jumped.
it did not commit suicide. It did not unalive itself. It fell.
Jumped. Sorry, jumped.
Jumped. I'm giving the recap. It's my words. Which led to a shadowy thing going to the music hall, which we followed because we're idiots. We found a naked lady in the music hall
The fun
who
part of the
ended
day.
up, who knew Professor Ellis, who knew Vincent, and knew a lot of the older people on campus. Broke Vincent's mind because she brought up his ex-wife, or his deceased wife, one of the two. And then we all went to the bar. Reese bought a really expensive beer. And we went on our merry separate ways to do stuff. That's what I remember. Because it's been a couple weeks.
That's Gen Con.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is still the same day. It is still the same day.
Damn.
I got a question.
What?
Potatoes.
Is it
There's
still,
your answer.
is it still the same day?
Yes.
I don't think so.
You're getting a -1 to your next roll, Ray. Continuing on.
Worth it.
You know I'm joking, right?
No, it's already in the notes.
Yeah.
It's canon.
No. Okay. It's in stone now. We
It's
can't.
canon.
Brona,
Hi.
you have been moping in bed all day long.
I mean, can you call it moping if I've also...
espresso.
Okay, fine, but I've also drafted a paper on eroticism and Emily Dickinson's poetry, so I have accomplished things.
Oh, word.
Eroticism and iambic pentameter is the title. I just made
Words.
that.
No, it's actually about the hidden lesbian themes.
Lesbians. She was
So-
gay.
Bruna, your roommate shows back up, and the blankets go flying off of your bed.
Hey,
Get up. I get having a mental health day, but being in a bed all day does not help that. Absolutely not.
literally holds up. I drafted paper.
You always do that when you're depressed, though.
And I was gonna start reading my book. And she holds
Which
up the
book?
kid. It's the book I told you about.
Another smut novel.
This one's disability friendly. The main
Can I
character
see
is in a
it?
wheelchair. I will send you. It's an actual book.
Yes,
It is an
thank you.
actual book.
Yes,
it is an
thank
actual
you.
book.
What?
I was
Yes,
hoping
Yes.
so. I was
So
hoping
there is an author that does accessibility, so disabled accessibility. Disabled
Accessibility?
Accessibility.
Accessibility.
I'm actually fairly
That's
fucking
it.
accurate.
Accessibility.
Yep.
novels. So as the main characters. So they're really good. Granted, the first
No sense and sexability. What? Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Canon. Canon.
I'm so sorry. I regret my life.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I can't with y'all sometimes. Lord have mercy.
This is what you get for having game at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time.
Yo.
Hey.
I know.
This is where
And the
I'm at my
after game-
prime time right now. I am at my
And the
prime
after call from
time.
last
Yeah,
night's
I'm-
game didn't end till 3 a.m.
I'm actually wide awake for this, so let's go.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I didn't go to bed till 2 this morning because I cried. Well, after 2, game ended, and then I cried for a half an hour before I went to bed. It's fine. Okay.
We're
This is
fine.
Really,
But-
really, Twitch? I tried to clip that, and all I put in the title was sense and sexability, and Twitch is like, check inappropriate language and try again.
Do sex with two C's.
Okay.
Change the
Okay.
E to a 3.
That worked. Stupid fucking bot.
Wait, which one worked? The 2 C's or the,
Two
or the 3?
Cs. The two
Oh.
Cs.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, Brona, the book gets taken out of your hand.
Hey,
Come on.
can I at least change first?
Yeah, you're still in like your PJs that your travel clothes that you showed up yesterday in.
Yeah, it was like 2 a.m. I was trying to be quiet for you.
Nah, you weren't though.
I tried. I was tired.
Fool.
Tried.
Yeah.
Failed. We're moving.
Yeah, also, you know what's kind of funny?
But
I heard who Reese's next door neighbor is.
wait, does she know or does she not know yet?
She does not know.
Who's his next door neighbor?
Your brother. And then she gets up and goes to the other side of the room.
Blankets and just go back over her head. She's like, no, I'm not getting out of bed now. I'm
No,
not
she walks
dealing with
over,
that."
takes the blanket off, rips it off, and then she starts heading towards the window and looks like she's threatening to throw the blankets out the window.
Don't threaten the blankets like that. They're sacred.
Come on. I'll call Reese.
Getting up, hold on. She
Thought so.
goes over and she gets.
She just had to scream like, I always win. Do, 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 do.
It's because half the time she's trying to call Patrick. Brona's like, I don't want to deal with that.
Mhm.
She just goes, she grabs a change of clothes and just changes. It's like this kind of like oversized like sweater that falls off one shoulder and like a cute little skirt thing.
Yeah. Also, congratulations, by the way.
It's the baby boy.
It's a baby boy.
I mean,
Seb, -1. Here, I
Yep. All
all
right.
right. All right. Well, okay. All right. Hold up. First of all, well, I'll accept the -1. You can't just say congratulations and leave a pause there. It's a rule.
Oh yeah, you got selected to be on the spring carnival committee.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
What the fuck?
language, young lady.
I don't think you're allowed to say that to me.
I'm allowed to fucking cuss. You're not. You're supposed to be the cinnamon roll.
Just because it's Cordelia, I have to do this. She just. It's so outside of what she normally does, but I have to do it because it's Cordelia.
All right, what are you
Just-
gonna do?
And she just looks at Cordelia for a moment. And she doesn't do like the whole thing for the Keating where like, but she lets like the jaw relax and she goes, but maybe I want to be a cinnamon roll.
Roll shut someone down.
So instead of spending the day in a depressive state, she ends up spending the day making out with Cordelia.
No, they tried that. It did not. It was a no.
Oh, rip.
No,
So
Cordelia's into MILFs.
Brona's not a MILF yet.
Respect.
Not a MILF
I
yet.
appreciate the yet on that.
No, Cordelia's dating a professor. So
Respect.
Ooh, which one?
That is still a 9.
So, on a 7 or 9, choose from one below, but you come across poorly and they give you a condition in return. They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, you gain 1 on her. They gain a condition or you take 1 forward.
I'm going to take a string on Cordelia because I don't have any.
Cool. You're going to gain the condition guilty. She just looks at you. Her eyes are wide. And she's like, Brona. Brona. What has Reese done to you? I am very concerned for your well-being.
He has corrupted the mind,
Madam. Madam.
and soon he will come for the body.
Oh, good cry.
She is starting to dial a number on her phone.
She's fucking calling Patrick, isn't she?
Nope. Optica, your phone rings.
I'm gonna let it ring just a little too long, and then answer it and just not say anything. Not that it's me. Nothing. I want the other person to speak first.
It's fine. Hi, Optica. It's Cordelia.
Say something Cordelia would say.
Reese is an asshole.
No, if Reese continues the shit that he does, I'm gonna hex him again.
Okay. What do you need?
Can you come to the girls' dorm? I am very concerned about Brona right now.
I make one joke, and all of a sudden the world is
Like-
ending.
Like how concerned? Concerned about what?
She said she wanted to be a sin, a mineral.
It was a joke.
I'll get the holy water.
All right, I'll see you soon.
I'm
Click.
just gonna hang up. Oh my God.
Father, who was like taking a nap just to get away from the pups. The pup
She's literally in bed with Flada.
just sits up and is like, "What's going on? Is everything okay? Do I need to beat up somebody?"
No, I think Cordelia will have it handled.
You're trusting Cordelia to do things.
To hex Reese, yes.
What did Reese do now?
I think Cordelia thinks he's a bad influence on Brona.
How?
She made a joke about being like she made a suggestive joke. And now Cordelia's like, he's done.
And Cordelia doesn't think it came from her.
I mean, I think it came from her considering all the stuff she reads, but you know.
Yeah, Fauna's hair is just like.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Yeah, her red hair is just everywhere. And she just. Wait. Is she one of those, like, secret smut novel readers?
It's not even secret.
I was gonna say it's
just-
not even secret.
You just have to know what you're looking at.
She goes to pull her laptop out of her bag during class, and 3 of them fall on the floor.
Nope, they are always on her Kindle.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was like, yeah, she's a really avid, like, if anyone's like a really avid ebook reader, especially Kindle Unlimited, like, you know what they're reading.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is always on the Kindle.
Fauna is like
They're
half
re- they're
asleep
reading
trying to process
academia.
all of this. Poor Fauna, half asleep, is trying to process all of this.
You just imagine the concerned, questioning look on.
Yeah, like, what
What
the
the
fuck? Kindle.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
gonna bite someone.
Yeah. Also, I got a text from Amos. Apparently, there's a party on campus tonight.
Oh, who's hosting it? It's the school, right?
No, one of the fraternities or
Oh.
sororities. I don't remember which one. I don't know the difference between the two.
I think the fraternities. Well, they get drunk off of stuff that tastes terrible. The sororities, at least, like, it tastes good before you like pass out.
What kind of sorority city you've been to? Because good lord, the one I went to, no, they do the cheap beer and stuff too. They really do.
Really? Yeah,
Yes.
I don't go to that stuff. Nobody invites me to those.
No, I'm talking from personal experience from college. Yeah, Amos is going, so by technicalities, I have to go to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Y'all can go. I think it would be quite amusing.
Thank you so much.
Okay, for our audience, we have a private chat in the call. We have a private chat that goes off the entire time. I'm gonna ground all of you. It's fine.
I haven't done anything. I've been sitting over here innocent and quiet.
Yeah, Reese is like the only one who's been a good boy today.
You make one joke.
You make one joke.
Oh, we missed
Yeah.
you, Milagros.
I just put it in chat.
Oh my
I just put it in regular chat.
Oh my god.
Thanks, you say.
Oh my god.
Look, 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 this is a sensitive subject. Let's rise above it. It's
Exactly. And all it's bad. It's all y'all in the mindset of a college student, and it's fine. It's fine.
We're role playing.
Oh.
All right. Where the fuck was I?
I don't know.
Party. That's where I-
Bono was saying that Optica could go to the
Yeah, frat party.
party.
Actually, yeah. So Fauna texts in the class group chat because the class has a group chat. Hey, there's a party on campus tonight. If y'all want to go, I really do not want to deal with all the football people. Please help me. Let's just go.
Help me save me.
Save me.
Optica's gonna lean in and be like, technically it's early, but you can never be too careful. Are any of the football players in like a cult or
No, most of them. There's a secondary pack on campus. There's not a primary. Most of them are like some form of like werewolf and other creatures. I mean, one of them looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
okay, and there won't be any like there won't be any like large 5-gallon drums of water just standing out, right?
You mean like the Gatorade containers?
No, like really big, like enough to fill a small pool.
No.
Okay, then I
There
can
is-
go.
There is a pool at the frat house.
Is it?
Fuckers have a pool.
Oh yeah, like some of the frat houses, the really nice ones, they have pools.
So
Yeah.
is it an in-ground pool or an above-ground pool?
In ground.
Really
Stay away.
I'll just
Also,
stay inside.
if you
but I'll
remember,
go.
I said this was indoors.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you can't swim or something?
Oh no, I can swim. It's something else.
Tell her the truth.
Okay. I don't know why you're suddenly having a water phobia all of a sudden, but that's okay.
Just very specifically indoor pools.
It's just very specifically indoor large containers of water with cultists nearby.
with cultists nearby.
What? Cultists? There are no cultists on campus.
Anymore that you know of.
Well,
Bullshit.
I mean, not ones that are like officially registered, because then what's the point?
I don't think you register a cult.
No, but that's what I mean. So like,
Like,
you know,
what
you're
do
not.
they have? What do they have? Like little membership cards? It's like, hi, I'm part of such and such cult. My name is Steve.
Wait, all right, freshmen, orientation is this way. Cultists, you sign up over in the quad.
I'll go. I'll go.
Soup?
Farah looks so confused, and she's like slowly trying to like tame her hair right now. She's like trying to flatten it, but it just keeps going whoop.
I'm just gonna give her like scritches, like along the side of like her head.
Okay, I need you to roll turn someone on, please.
Oh Jesus!
No, it's
You're
not.
not going anywhere.
I was
Nope.
just trying to take her mind off the cult.
Optica shows up like 6 hours later.
And Optica shows up 6 hours later, and her hair is just a fucking mess.
Yeah, she looks like she's been mauled.
She has, but in the best way.
Hey.
I got a 5 and a 4. I
9.
have a -1, so I got an 8.
Okay, so you get to decide this. Either she gives you a string, or she gives herself to you. You have her promise something that you think you want, or she gets embarrassed and act awkward.
It's too tempting. Embarrassed and act awkward. That's so cute.
Aw.
So as you are stretching her right leg starts. You know how like when you have like the ADHD bounces.
Oh
So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that leg starts to like jiggle.
Funny
And
enough,
she-
I'm doing the look like it now.
Her poor face starts turning really red when she realizes what she's doing. She's trying to like put her hands on her leg to stop it, and it just keeps going.
She's so cute.
Don't tell anybody that I do that, please.
Oh no, it's okay.
'Cause you
I'll
know,
give her like a
Harry-
little forehead kiss.
Oh, she just turned even better. She's like, I'm supposed to be the big scary alpha, not this. She's not really scary, anyways.
No.
Well, not when she's tiny little Fauna. I'm sure when she turns into the, terrifying kill machine,
Yeah.
probably different.
Mhm.
And she's like,
Puppy.
don't you need to go see Brona?
Yes, I do. So Optica is going to proceed to just fucking shroud herself. Like
Beautiful.
just fully just can't see any features, just fucking Assassin's Creed, like, giant hood, like,
Belt robes.
gloves, like no skin
skin.
showing anywhere. And when she leaves the dorm, takes like the back way to Brona's dorm.
Love
As you
it.
can see here, I have no flesh.
All right. Who is okay? Stop phone, please stop. I would appreciate. Oh, I have it on vibrate. Hold on, I need to put it on silent because it keeps buzzing. So while that is going on, the trio, because I think y'all are still together technically. Last where we left off.
We were at the bar, and I know Mihai went off with Ginger. Reese was going home
Reese
because
had gone home because he'd seen Patrick.
trick.
Because
Yeah.
I watched the episode.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I think we all scattered at this point.
Reese went home.
That's right. Y'all were wrapping up your day.
Hmm.
So let's get back to these two so we can all start on a fresh day. So, Brona, you get a knock on your door. And Cordelia's going over and just flings it open.
And there's just this black mass in the doorway.
Hi, Optica.
Hi.
Like neither of them are phased by this. I feel
No,
like.
no.
Start speaking in tongues. Freak him out.
No, you ready? She just looks at Optica. Brona is still in her clothes from yesterday.
No, she's changed, and
She's
she's
changed.
sitting on the bed eating out of the 5-pound bag of peach rings that Cordelia left her.
And she's eating peach rings.
I like peach rings.
I know, but you don't need to eat the 5-pound bag in a single sitting.
Optica's gonna close the door, and only once like the door is closed, she can like take the hood off and be like, okay. You need real food.
I had Chex Mix too.
That's not real food. That's not real food. Have you had water?
And there's like also like this big bottle of water.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, Rhoda, didn't you have that big potato thing?
And she turns to Cordelia. She's like, "You left me the broccoli and cheese potato too."
Mm-hmm. When
And I
did you
had
eat
that.
it?
Huh?
When did you eat it?
At like 2.
It's 7, Brona.
Yeah, you need breakfast.
You mean dinner?
Oh,
Dinner is a thing.
sorry, I haven't been outside in a while, so I think my clock is backwards.
I mean, you've been hanging out with Fauna.
Were you with Fauna?
I was with her a little bit ago. She's very cute. And she said that there's no cultists at the frat house, so
Oh yeah, there's a frat party that night. You know, y'all got that in the group chat.
yeah, like
Rhoda was eating peach ring. She wasn't looking at her phone.
she was eating Petrie.
Yeah.
These are way more important.
Her sole purpose in life.
She'll look at the text and she'll see the name of the frat house. Oh, that's the one with the good alcohol.
Oh.
I'm going. I'm gonna get fucked up on tequila. Let's go.
Dag House? What?
I was
Yeah.
literally about to say.
Wait, did y'all get messed up on tequila?
Huh?
You
Just
said
say yes,
Dag
Ray.
House.
Dag
Right,
House.
just agree.
Yep.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what I disagreed to. I'm probably going to jail.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Meg.
So Cordelia's like, all right, I am gonna go ready for this frat house thing, and they usually have good snacks. So come on, Broda, you want to play some beer pong? Come on.
Fine.
Beautiful. Though we're gonna get you dinner first. So let's head on out, go get some food, and then head to the frat house and maybe convince the rest of your friends to come join us.
I feel
That
like
in- That includes Reese.
yes.
She sets the peach rings to the side and she climbs off the bed and she goes over and she pokes Cordelia at the nose and she goes, "I did tell you he's not Nat."
And she just heads out of the room.
Oh my god. As
So
soon
what
as
are you
the-
two doing?
As soon as the door is open, Optica puts the hood back on.
And Broda just like, can I ask?
Yes.
Question
that-
mark?
Because she remembers telling Optica the thing.
Yeah.
That was in the fall, not the spring.
Yes, but you never know. Other things could happen between now and the fall. Like
That's true. I mean, I can look.
does the school have a coyote problem?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Cordelia's like, no. She'll
Okay.
peek in the doorway. No.
Yeah. Well, I would hope because of the the werewolves and stuff that hopefully they keep coyotes away. But you never know. There's hybrids now. There's like
Boy,
wolf
wolves.
coyotes. Yeah.
Did they breed?
How am I helping?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, they're super smart. They're not as afraid of people. They're probably durable. You never know.
I mean, if you're that worried, I can look and see what your path is.
I'm gonna write it down this time.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we're gonna gaze into the abyss on Optica's path.
Wow, this has already happened.
Oh, boy. Oh,
This
It's
is
just
great.
something even worse.
M knows why this is really bad.
It's just something even worse.
M knows why this is bad on multiple levels.
Oh
Because of my
god.
new darkest self.
no. Because this season, because Brona has used it so much, it is triggering an event called the curse.
Oh, so I get double curse.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yes, this is even better. I love this.
Oh man, it's not even one of those curses that cancels out one another.
Just so you know, Optica is the trigger for this season.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Azarine, for the follow. And remember, if you follow us here, I did forget to this earlier. If you follow us here, you also are automatically entered to win this. Not working. I got to turn on manually because nothing ever works because I break everything. Yay! But if you follow us here, you're automatically entered to win a set of books. The D&D core set, which looks like these. And this is the D&D core set of books, which is the DMG, the Player's Guide, and the Monstrous Manual. It is in that slipcase with that GM screen, and it is the special limited edition foil covers.
All right.
Shit. Thank you for the subs, Cap. Holy crap.
I need to roll Gaze into the Abyss.
Yep, that is, I rolled an 8, so that is a 10 total.
So you are fine. You did not activate it because I picked for the trigger, failing a dark roll. So you are fine. Okay, so you got a
fine.
9?
10.
10. All right. Cool. You're gonna take one forward. What exactly are you looking for?
She is specifically looking to. She's looking in. I almost want to say into Optica's safety, but she's also looking to see like if she's going to like die anytime soon.
So you see the same image again.
Okay.
The spring semester. There's a room. There is an
The
indoor.
fall!
No, it was the fall.
Sorry, fall. You see the same image. Indoor
Jesse
cavern.
was the spring.
Indoor cavern. Water. Lots of water. There are people surrounding all the way around this cavern of water. You see Ellis complete, alive, breathing. You also see Vincent. You also see Kitty. But the time era is wrong.
Okay.
Older clothing. Think kind of colonial period clothing. There's a woman there that you don't even recognize. There's also a male there you don't even recognize. There's a box. Then there's Optica. But is it Optica? You're not quite sure. Being drowned. Blood pooling up in the water.
Most violent drowning I've ever heard of.
Right?
Yeah, because I'm not going into details what happened prior. Because
Yes. Fair.
Yep.
Yep.
And then the box ceiling. Those two people that you don't recognize in. And then it shifts to modern. You see Ellis. You see Vincent. You see Kitty. You see only the woman this time. You don't see the male. The male seems to be missing, but isn't overly nauseating darkness to this one. And then you see Optica. And it seems the scenario begins to repeat. And then something just shoves you out. And you hear, "Now, young missy, you need to knock that shit off. it's your grandma. You need to knock that shit off. Because if you keep doing that shit, like looking into things without talking through me, you're going to end up getting cursed. And when you get cursed, it is not a good thing. Because you might end up getting possessed at some point, and you're going to end up dead.
Cheerful.
Or worse, every time Reese gets hurt, you go dark. So be careful. Because what you saw, you don't want to mess with. Because you might end up in that young person's place. And then your grandma just vanishes.
Well, that was weird.
Bruno, roll hold study.
Hold steady is
And
cold.
-1. And -1 because of the guilty.
Yep. So that is an 7.
All right. So I get to tell you how your actions will leave you vulnerable. And you can choose to back down or go through it. I kind of already told you, you are overly nauseated as to what you saw. Your skin begins to really pale. What you saw is shaking you. And what your grandmother, your deceased grandmother just told you, even nailed it right into the coffin. Because you have been using that ability a lot.
Yep.
But you usually do it through your grandmother. But since you went into your darkest self and been doing this, you have been unlocking other sides of you that you usually shouldn't.
Yes. I will say, even though I rolled high on the roll because of the nauseated and pale, probably the white does peek through the roots.
Yep. So you can back down or go through with it.
No, I will go through with it.
All right. The fact is, I know what breaks this curse, and it's going to be fun.
Oh, good. I like that it's double curse since I used that mechanic to base my new darkest self off of.
Yep. So that means you're going to be feeling 2 ticks instead of 1.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, actually, no, it'll be 4 if I fail a roll, or 3 when I fail a roll, because it's 2. If I fail, it's 2 on mine, and then 1 on that one.
Yeah, so 3.
And then I still, even just using it, even though I passed, I still filled in 1 on mine this time.
Yeah.
I didn't do silly things. I didn't make this terrible.
It's
No,
fine.
no.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not like she has people she really cares about or anything now. Besides Cordelia, it's fine. This is fine, guys.
Ezekiel cares about you too. How sweet.
Aww.
It's fine. It's
Oh my
fine.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just know the consequences are going to increase the more ticks are filled.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So, do you say anything to Optica?
She tells her about, she kind of feeling nauseated and everything. She stumbles through telling her about the second half where it was like the repeat of what she'd first seen, but she does not tell her about the scene that looked like it was from the past. She keeps that to herself for now.
Cool. So, we will go back to the boys.
Hold up. Optica had a question.
Yes, Optica?
Does she give the names? Because that's up to you. But like, I just wanted to be sure.
Do it. I think she would be honest about who she saw.
Vincent.
So and it like she's having trouble getting it all out, and you see that like the roots of her hair are like stock white, like probably a couple inches down.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cordelia just like, hey, this is just like a normal Tuesday.
Yes. Cordelia, the most unimpressed individual to ever exist.
She's
love
great. She's great.
I'm so glad I made her.
You know what's bad? I kind of turned her into Daria for some
Did.
reason.
I love her.
love it.
I love her for it.
So back to the boys. Reese, you get a text message in the group chat, the class group chat, about there being a frat party from Fauna. And then Cordelia texted, hey, I'm going, Atika's going, and so is Brona.
Where's Cordelia text?
Reese text back, I'll meet y'all there.
So thrilled.
And Cordelia's like, oh my god, the quiet nerd's gonna join us. Perfect.
I'm assuming that's actually what was texted, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Reese just is like, yeah, no, and goes to get ready.
Nice.
And he drives his car back. Not the bike
Didn't you
tonight.
take an Uber from the bar?
Oh, yeah.
Because you were trash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so-
were trash. You are still trashed.
Oh my god.
You are still trashed.
Before Reese gets ready, he goes and makes a big ass sandwich.
Beautiful.
Mihai texts back, what time does the party start?
You get a text back immediately from Fauna at 8:30. But people
I'll be
usually
late.
show up around 9.
Mihai texts back, Ginger should be able to chew through the ropes by then.
I'm sorry, what?
Mm,
Smiley
There's
face.
no response.
No smiley
yeah,
face.
no,
Just smiley face.
In that moment, Ginger text will be there.
yeah, no. Reese eats sandwich
Mihai-
and goes to take a shower.
Mihai texts
Sober
back,
up a little bit.
Mihai texts back, no fair, you are not supposed to use blades.
Smiley face.
Reese just
I
puts
just
his
imagine
phone on
that-
silent after that.
I just imagine that when Mihai had originally texted smiley face, it was like the blushy smiley face.
And then Ginger just the shit-eating grin smiley face.
Oh yeah.
Mihai texts back the black eye smiley face.
Love it. Love it. So, Ginger and Mahai will be in attendance. Buffy is bothering Ezekiel.
Bothering Ezekiel.
She just elbows him, be like, you want to go to a party tonight?
Well, you know I don't drink.
I mean, the rest of your friends are going.
You know I don't like my friends.
Literally.
Friends.
Those
Friends
weirdos.
is a really
wouldn't be
strong
caught
word.
Kind of, basically. Like, it's like,
Those weirdos. I wouldn't be caught dead with them in public.
it's like, are you wanting to go to the party?
Yeah, because I kind of want to outdo these little frat boys.
All right, then we can go.
Yes. I get to hit them if they say anything bad, right?
When do I ever tell you not to?
I don't know. I don't know if you wanted me to be ladylike tonight or not. I don't know.
Fuck them.
Nah.
No.
If we're going to a frat party. That's not an option.
So she just like, all right, cool. So wear those boots.
Yes. Because
She's putting on her steel toed.
oh, okay, just normal.
And
She's going
There's
for bone
spikes.
breaking.
So these are a pair of boots that I own. They have spikes around the front
Yep.
and the back of the boot, like actually in the front, in the
Soul.
sole.
Yeah.
Actually, technically, wouldn't it be the platform?
Yeah, the platform.
Yeah.
Do they make you over 5 feet?
No.
I love you.
Minus
coming for
one.
your kneecaps now.
-1. All right. All right. All
right.
right.
My first roll's gonna suck.
You have a -2 now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey guys, I don't want to be alarming. I think Em might be trying to abuse her power.
Minus one.
Em has never done anything wrong ever.
What? No.
Em is
no.
now actually coming for Ray's kneecaps, and she's closer to them.
Oh, she is.
Oh.
She is.
Oh no, that's a +1 because that was a good joke.
Mine was a
Mhm.
good joke. I still remember.
Yeah,
You
Reese
joked
is
on
gonna
my
be over here,
height.
Be quiet.
You dunked on it. You dunked on my height. You know what?
You nagged
I
Em's
want-
height.
I need
No.
to clarify something. I did nothing. God did it.
That's a -3. You guys gonna die.
But hear me out. I just want to be tall. I'm gonna grow 7 inches this year.
It's gonna be all God's
All
doing.
God's doing. I grew 7 inches taller. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if y'all did not get that Jenna Marbles reference, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I did. I love Jenna
Yep.
Marbles. I've watched her for like 10 years.
So Buffy gets the clothing on and is just ready to go, and she's like, "All right, let's go kick some frat boy's ass." So everybody's heading to the frat party.
Yep.
We're heading to get some food first.
I will say, y'all got some food.
Okay.
Y'all
Also-
got some food.
Also, Optica stopped by her room to get something really quick, but nobody
you get?
saw what it was.
What'd you get?
I will reveal it at the party.
I am very concerned as the MC, but that is fine.
No,
I love
it's dumb. It's dumb.
I don't care.
Okay.
This is
It's for
great. I love
Ezekiel.
this.
Thank you for the follow, Naya.
Oh,
I can't
wait.
pronounce that. Nyarlathothopic.
It's for Ezekiel.
Yeah.
So all of y'all happen to show up outside of this frat house at the exact same time.
Of course we do. How
Mhm.
weird. How coincidental.
Reese walks over to Brana and just wraps his arm around her and gives her a kiss.
No.
Mihai shows up with Ginger in the usual fashion. She's sitting up on his shoulder.
Yep.
Sipping a
Yep.
monster.
Yep.
You might confuse Ezekiel for one of the frat boys because he's just showing up in a hat, a tank top, gym shorts, and flip flops.
Is that Ezekiel?
You see,
Ezekiel,
Buffy
Did
right
he join
Yeah.
a frat?
Mihai says it's not the frat boy. He's not carrying a pony keg on his shoulder.
Plus, at the same time, Ezekiel is tatted up compared to everyone else. So,
Yeah.
easy to point out.
Yeah. Also, Buffy's like wearing a tank top, and you see all of her ink
Yeah.
as well.
And her steel toe platforms.
Yeah. Her steel toe boots with spikes. It's fine. And all of y'all are just looking at each other, and Buffy's like, "Are we gonna go in, or are we just gonna be
It's
awkward?"
still fall, yes?
Spring.
No,
Spring.
it's spring.
Spring.
It's
Okay,
Spring.
It's spring. Okay, so
Yeah,
Optica's
y'all are in
gonna,
the second half of the spring.
Optica's gonna
Reese
go
is-
over to Ezekiel, literally moving like she has no fucking feet, like she's riding a fucking Roomba. And
She
it's,
is.
Yeah, I'm assuming at this point she is now as well.
yeah,
Got a hoverboard.
yeah, actually. And pulls out like something from the fucking mass of fucking like the fucking cloak. It's one of those like little ugly doll plushies.
Oh.
And
Teeth and everything.
yeah. And it's got like a little like heart and it's like stitched up. And there's like a little note that's like thumbtacked to the back of it that says sorry.
Oh.
Ezekiel will take it, see the note, and just be like, yeah, just hand on shoulder, you're forgiven.
No, Buffy just gives you a look. Ezekiel will be like, ahem.
Gives the doll over to Buffy.
No, it says ahem again. And just eyeballs Optica and looks at you for a moment.
Optica's apologizing for the mind invasion.
You need to apologize too.
Just-
Mihai was like taking steps. Mihai was taking steps towards going into the frat house, and then he just like kind of almost slides to a stop and turns
Like
around.
literally.
Oh, what the
Just
fuck?
now that eyes are on him, he's like, fuck, all right. Optica, I am also sorry that
For what?
for literally trying to kill your subconscious and my subconscious. That is the easiest way I could put it. I'm not going to go into details. We know how this works.
Optica's gonna like put her hands up and do like grabby hands to see if she can get a hug.
He will give Optica a one-arm hug.
Yay! Okay.
And then Buffy just, reaches over, just pats Ezekiel on the shoulder. Good boy. And then just hurries into the place. Hurries in.
And now he's just standing.
Smoke behind.
And now he's just standing there thinking like, they better have something other than fucking alcohol here, or it's going to be a bad time.
Mihai walks over to Ezekiel, kind of puts a hand on his shoulder, and he says, "I feel your pain." And then Ginger's like going, "Hurry up!" And it's like, okay.
No. You look on your shoulder. Ginger's not there. Ginger's already gone in.
Yep.
Ginger's gone.
Mhm.
She really needs to put on some weight. I can't even feel when she climbs off anymore.
At the same time, Mihai, you can at least drink the alcohol. I can't, or I'll go into a relapse. So
I could drink the alcohol. I could even drink the alcohol to excess, and then I could turn into a 20-foot tall plant man and kill everyone.
See, Ezekiel, when Buffy drinks, she will drink. And who just went inside with Buffy?
Oh shit!
Oh,
everyone,
God.
but
Yes.
also Ginger.
Ginger.
More unfortunately, Ginger.
Yeah, it's just like
So what I'm hearing is Optica needs to start just stealing all the mixers and making mocktails and stuff.
Yes. Oh, just so you're aware, please do not do what is in this show. We do not give advice. We do not condone heavy drinking, drug usage, and a bunch of other things. So have a good day. Let's continue
And
on.
if you're
with the
not
show.
18, you're 12, please leave.
Yeah, I forgot that disclaimer. I need to put that in the chat.
Yep.
I'll fix
but,
that.
Reese just kind of looks over at Brona. It's like, do we really want to go in there now since they've already gone in?
I kind of maybe told Cordelia that we played beer pong.
Yeah, we better go in because I don't want to get hexed again.
Cordelia's like, I'm right here.
Punishable offense.
I figured you'd follow them into.
Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. I feel like we're gonna go in. We're gonna see Buffy doing a keg stand already. So no.
That honestly
Probably.
that tracks though.
no, that's most.
What's worse is we're gonna see Buffy doing a keg stand, and the only person who's gonna be bracing her is gonna be Ginger.
I believe in. Actually, no, I do want to go and see.
In all
I
honesty,
can-
the beer stand's like an 80-20 kind of scenario. At the same time, Mihai, if you go 20 feet tall into your big murder thing, that actually might be saving these frat boys more than anything.
Like, no, they deserve Buffy.
So
He's
then
so
go have
right.
fun, because you're not the real threat now.
He looks around. He's like, "I'm barely ever the real threat."
You know what I mean, though.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's just go in
So no, we go
before.
in and Ginger's the one doing a keg stand.
And Buffy's kind of holding her up by one ankle. She's not even braced. Buffy's holding her up by one ankle over the keg stand. And
Y'all
Ginger-
go in.
He's like a lifeguard
Y'all
picking up
go
a toddler.
Y'all go in, and the first thing you see is, of course, as everybody preemptively guessed, there's Ginger doing a keg stand, and Buffy's just holding her up by the ankle. Just by the ankle. She looks amused and she's like, "Come on, Ginger. Let's go. Let's go."
I'm assuming Ginger's not doing that great of a keg stand, is she?
Mihai walks over and it's like, let her breathe.
That's not the point of a keg stand. That really isn't, though.
I assume someone has started a Ginger.
Ginger.
Chuck, 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 Chuck.
So after a minute, Ginger's like, "I can't do it anymore." So Buffy just quickly flips over and sets her down and then spins her around a couple times and then just shoves her towards Mihai.
Yes.
Oh god, she just shook her up like a hand grenade.
Mihai literally catches her like with his hands reversed and spins her around to face away from him and holds her steady.
She's fine. She's like, "I want to do it again."
Why don't we go get you some pizza real quick?
You think there's gonna be pizza at a frat party?
I'm going to call you pizza.
Reese is already done, so Reese has already ordered like 20 like the cheapest.
Cheese pizzas.
Yep.
Well, he
So,
ordered
Little
Little
Caesars.
Caesars.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
he
say,
ordered
Little
Little
Caesars.
Caesars.
Let's
So
all-
reality
let's
for
all-
like
wait,
$40.
wait, let's all revert to actual college. Little Caesars
Little
has been
Caesars.
ordered.
Yeah, Little
Honestly, I had
Caesars.
more Domino's in college.
Yeah.
no, but Little Caesars.
So the keg was Coors Light.
Oh!
Oh.
Nah, Reese will go over there and just fill up a cup. And he's like, nah, waste not, whatnot.
Okay, Optica's gonna go like to the kitchen and see if there's like mixers to go with like all the liquor and stuff.
Oh, there is. There's like a whole bar.
Yeah, perfect. I'm just gonna start mixing only mixers and like seltzers and stuff.
Okay, so you see. Hold on. I have to pull up something. You see a feminine presenting person with really, really white hair, very pale skin. If I remember, I said she had silver eyes,
Mm-hmm.
very red lips, and she looks over at you. You're Optica.
Still, by the
She's
That
making
one
herself.
hasn't been
She's
taken off
making.
yet.
She's making herself a Shirley Temple right now.
but it's just like a hand pointing into the darkness of the fucking hood. Like,
Yeah. I met your friends, Mihai, Ezekiel, and Reese earlier. We're on the carnival staff together.
oh,
I don't know about the carnival yet.
Yeah. By the way,
Reese is-
I can't wait to work with you on the carnival staff. You were selected.
yeah, I got some emails about that. Is it gonna be themed or anything?
It's just a normal like carnival. So like the Ferris wheel,
Yeah.
spinny rides.
Reese is supervisor of this.
Because I was okay. So if Reese's supervisor good, then I'm just gonna go pitch the midsummer thing to him.
Yeah, so the supervisors are Yasmin and Reese. I don't think you met Yasmin yet.
No, but I've heard of her.
She's a little rough around the edges.
I mean,
Understatement.
that's not too much of a problem, right?
Also, did the boys tell you what happened earlier today?
No, I'm very out of the loop right now.
Oh,
I had a chance to.
wow. I thought they would tell you things since you're a seer also.
You're a seer?
Mm-hmm.
Where's your conspiracy board?
I don't have one.
They're really fun.
They are, but
I have Michael's coupons if you need yarn.
she'll pull up her phone and you see there's a note app and it has files on everyone. of observations. It's not a conspiracy board. It's all observations.
Oh.
Yeah, you may need to talk to the boys about opening boxes that they shouldn't open.
Oh, did they get cursed or something?
Didn't open it.
Ezekiel wasn't even there for that.
So I was there. It was something. Also, I heard you haven't really been doing a lot of the seer stuff. The other seers on campus mentioned that to me since you're younger than most of us. Do you just not know what to do?
I mean, I'm good at some of it, and then really bad at all the other stuff.
Okay. Maybe tomorrow I can show you how to do some of the things that you can do.
Yeah, that would be nice.
She'll look over. Oh, Ginger is doing another keg stand.
Oh, already? Okay, I'm gonna just again mix like a bunch of soda, juice, whatever,
Yeah.
and bring like 3 solo cups, and I'm gonna give one to Ezekiel, and I'm
Oh.
gonna give one to Mihai, and then I'm gonna keep one.
Celine will toddle on over and just wave at the boys.
Hi, Celine.
I have some questions to ask you, but and then she
Yeah,
just
I'm
leaves.
just like holding the solo cup and just be like, so what's in the box?
Ezekiel just walked away. He's like, I don't know, I wasn't there. Just-
Okay, so the box jumped out of
Ezekiel,
Mihai's
hold on.
hand.
Hold on, Ezekiel, I need to roll volatile because you are in a packed house.
God damn it!
Mihai's just like pointing at Celine as she walks away.
You know what? I will get that fucking -1 out of the way.
Yep.
right.
I have a minus.
7! Haha!
So, where is it? Oh, the running away isn't really a thing anymore. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's different now, though.
Okay, you run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
On a 7? I didn't fail.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
It's
changed
a
it.
partial
they
success.
changed it
Oh.
because I'm doing the official second edition stuff now.
Yeah, now that it exists.
So you run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Limitless allows me to walk through walls. Can I
Yes.
also walk through people?
No.
Damn
Yes.
it. Figured I'd ask. All right, so what was the stuff again?
You run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
I guess I leave something behind.
He
What are
was
you
fucking
leaving?
behind?
What are you leaving behind? Or do you want me to be up to that? It'll be up to me.
You know what? I'll fucking play the roulette wheel on this one. I'll let you decide what it is.
Cool. I won't tell you what it is until later.
Yeah, of course.
So, you walk through the wall.
Yep.
Something of yours got stuck in the wall.
Cell phone.
Okay.
Wallet.
Keys.
And then as you walk through the wall, you see the scene before you. You see a face that you did not want to see.
Oh.
There's Yasmin and a majority of her crew.
Ezekiel just turns around, goes right back through the wall. Just walks through, sees him. Nope. Turns
Roll
around.
volatile! Roll
Again!
volatile!
Again!
This is my no -1. It gets worse. I had to fucking say it. All right, 6.
Mark experience.
Yep.
You get stuck in the wall.
Just midway through. Oh, fuck.
He's like, I live here now.
Looks down. Do I see the thing that I dropped previously?
Yeah, you see what you dropped.
Well,
It
what
was
is
your student. It was your student ID, but you need to get into your dorm building.
Oh shit. Like, up.
Also, you see a couple rats just staring at you through the wall, like at the wall. There's a couple rats just vibing. One has like a slice of pizza in its mouth.
We have our own pizza rat.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, just looks at the rat. Go feed your children, Master Splinter. No one will know.
The rat seems to understand what you meant and then just scurries off into the darkness of the wall
Go,
with the pizza.
go feed those turtles. They won't survive after that one slice, but you go feed them that pizza.
Do we see him go through the wall, leave something, and then get stuck in the fucking wall?
Absolutely.
Wait.
Like,
Am I lagging through the? Do I have like 900 ping going on right now?
Yeah, you're lagging. You're lagging.
So
Reese walks over and is just like, "What the hell, man?"
someone in chat just said, "Stuck in a wall." Oh, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
God damn it, Colin! Oh.
Optica's gonna go over and ask Ezekiel, do you see anything like yellow? Do you hear any like fluorescent light buzzing or anything? Because if you do, we have to get you out of there.
No, I saw Master Splinter though, so that's okay.
Okay, so you're not in the back rooms yet. Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
No, Buffy comes over. She's like, "It's been a while since you got stuck in a wall."
Oh my God.
Wait.
And, like one arm
Buffy?
is out.
This isn't the first time this has happened.
Oh hell no! This isn't the first time.
No,
Reese takes out his phone. Click.
no, wait. Does Ezekiel hear the shuffling of someone grabbing a phone?
Yes.
Yeah, he will snap. Kill switch. No fucking photo for you, bitch.
Oh, are you? What are you using?
I'm using the move kill switch.
Read it out loud, please.
When you snap your fingers, you can switch off any minor thing. The lights, an engine, someone's phone, etc.
So, Reese, you go to take a picture, and then your phone just suddenly shuts off.
They can get muffled through the wall. Think again, bitch.
Think again, bitch.
Brian, what are you doing?
Rhoda just like Ezekiel's like in the I'm just picturing like face is like kind of half there, like there's one arm out.
Yep.
And she's like, nope. And she just goes to get herself a drink.
Okay,
like,
so
nope.
you go into the kitchen, and there's that familiar woman in the kitchen that is in one of your classes. She is making herself a drink.
Oh, okay. So I'm stuck in between.
Yep. You're in between
Okay.
the
Okay.
Ezekiel has been put in timeout.
Kind of, yeah.
Yasmin looks at. Oh, it's you again.
Hi.
Hi. You want anything?
I can get it.
All right.
Reese
She'll look
goes
over.
and follows.
She'll look over. See, just shake her head. That still hasn't changed. At Ezekiel being stuck in the wall.
Word.
Just kind of Rhoda just looks because there's like one leg sticking out.
Mm.
And she grabs a cup and she just pours a couple fingers of whiskey.
Wow, whiskey neat. Interesting.
I'm Irish.
I thought I was gonna pass you for a kind of fruity cocktail kind of girl.
And it's just I won't use the water bottle. I'll use the teacup. Just a slow sip. And there's just no reaction to the burn.
It wasn't a burn. It was actual legit comment.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, oh, no, I meant the burn of the alcohol.
Yep.
Like,
So soon after, as you're in the kitchen and Reese comes into the kitchen, Yasmin ends up having a feminine presenting blue hair with blue streaks and everything, blue hair. That would be Ren. And then the other person would be, where are they? Where are they?
I don't know.
Uh,
Where'd you put them?
basically, very bottom.
Talia, a very dark skinned woman. Blonde. Also walk up next to Yasmin, and Ren leans over and whispers something in Yasmin's ear, and Yasmin takes a deep breath and just leaves the room. And Talia is the only one standing there not knowing what's going on, and she's just like being very awkward.
Talia, you okay?
You have never seen this woman.
isn't she in our class?
Is she? Talia?
I thought you had her in class in the last session.
Yeah, Talia's in the class, yeah.
Yeah.
Talia's just like, I'm fine.
What was up with that?
I don't know, but the way Yasmin's looking, it probably has to do with her boyfriend.
Muffled laughter from Wall.
Can Reese gauge about where Ezekiel's head is in the wall?
Yeah.
Reese just goes up there and just like knocks twice on the sheetrock.
It echoes. It hurts your ears. It hurts.
That's from my phone, you dick.
I got you, bitch.
Mihai goes down to the wall, like he crouches down to the bottom of the wall. He says, "Hey," calls one of the rats in the wall. He's like, "We should go."
It's Quicksilver. Huh? Hello? Hello? Wait,
Go
what
keep
do you
him
want?
Go keep him company. He's probably lonely. He's stuck.
I've been trying to keep him company, but pizza.
I will give
Wait,
Yeah,
did,
he was muttering something about feeding turtles. I'm
wait. Does Ezekiel also kind of hear this of chittering from Rat and Mahai speaking back to him?
yes.
Hey, Mahai, you leave Splinter alone. Don't you bully him.
Don't you bully
It's the
him.
feed.
I'm just making sure you don't get lonely.
Trust me, I'm plenty entertained. I don't need to worry about that. At the same time, I am starting to get a cramp in my leg.
Can you try to-
You can walk through the wall again.
Immediately get phases out of the wall and starts rubbing leg. I'm like, fuck.
The rat comes out of the little hole in the wall and just peeks around.
Mihai just like slips it a slice of pizza.
But here's the thing, though.
Huh.
It is a black and white rat, which tells you it is probably a domesticated rat.
That someone forgot.
Hydrate.
Who put the hydrate?
Kellen.
Okay.
I have nothing to drink.
I just took the last sip.
I looks at the pizza. Only tries to tear off the crust and just leaves the rest of the pizza there.
That is a
You
sin.
belong to.
My name is Oreo.
Yeah.
Of course, it's Oreo.
Yeah,
What are
I
you-
belong to one of the people here, but they keep forgetting to lock my cage.
Well, there's a lot of people here. You don't want to get stepped on. Maybe you should.
That's why I hang out in the walls.
Well, you are a rat, so.
Rude.
No, you're really a rat, and not rude. You're a.
No,
Pretty rat.
no, I am my dad's precious little baby angel.
Is your dad?
And it scurries over and climbs up the biggest, buffest dude in the whole place.
Yeah, it walks over.
He's taller than you.
Okay. He looks over and he says, "I think the rat got out."
Looks over, just shrugs. Oreo knows how to unlock the cage.
Mhm.
He's very bright. He's also very picky. He does not like.
No, I don't usually feed them people food. Because that's bad for like their stomachs and stuff.
Oh yes. It's interesting that you don't worry about him being all the people.
Nah, he'll stay up here for the rest of the night. Points to Oreo on his shoulder.
Good to meet you. Kind of looks at the guy and says, "Hi."
Now you're making me think of a name. God.
I mean,
This is Patrick.
I mean, if we want him, I do have. This could be a callback to a previous thing of a dude.
Which one?
Quote unquote Susan. That was causing issues up at the bar, like during one of the first few times of actually being in the lounge.
No, this is a good boy. This is
Okay.
a good boy.
Okay.
Um,
I have another name.
send it to me,
Yeah, okay.
Joe Mama.
Actually, worried because Sebson seems really determined to name.
Oh,
She knows his
concerned.
name.
oh God.
Do you want this to be?
But
Sorry.
sure, I will name him Ted Tenderson. Here we
Yes!
go.
That's
The
almost as
dream
bad as my.
lives!
That's almost as bad as my reoccurring D&D NPC, the halfling named Timmy McTimerson.
We got another one, Colin.
We got another
He's like,
one.
my name is Ted.
Like, good to meet you, Ted. I haven't seen you around campus.
I'm usually in the law building most of the time.
I am impressed.
Yeah. I'm studying copyright law.
Oh, well, someone has to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he says,
I cannot believe we named him Ted Tenderson. I
we
fucking
did nothing
hate
of the kind. You and Seb teamed together to create
No,
this
no.
atrocity.
You agreed.
No, Sam knows I hate this so much.
He lives again. The dream is here.
It's a reoccurring joke.
Yes.
That
Just
ends surprises.
So,
Yes. Thank you, Liz.
all right. So he said his name is Ted. He's in the law office at the school. At this point, can we start a giveaway?
sure.
Why
We have put M back on her heels, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. As an entire team, you have rocked the GM. We're going to do two things. First off, we're gonna start the setup for our raffle. Every month we give away a mini now. And this month we are going to be giving away a very particular mini. The mini of the month is Asmodeus, the king of the 9 hells, and the sexiest lord to ever sit on a throne. This mini is a 160 millimeter base, which means the base of the throne is literally 6.5 inches wide. This is a 4K quality mini. It is from Archvillain Games, and this mini is going to come unpainted, but it is that detailed. It's as detailed as you see it in the picture right there. Now, the raffle tickets work like this. If you are a subscriber, you get 1 ticket. Two tickets. If you're a follower, you get 1 ticket. At the end of the month, we will be doing a drawing based on the number of tickets, and you can get your tickets every single show. So even if you don't subscribe, if you watch every single one of our shows and you get raffle drawings every single time, you will get a ticket for every single show. So the more you watch, the more chances you have to win. And if you do have the ability to subscribe, you get even more chances to win, because we appreciate our subscribers very much and we thank you and we love you. So in the meantime, we're going to give that away. Also, I'm going to do something else because I just found out that I have this superpower. So let me do. We're going to do one other. What the hell's going on with stream? There it is. Boss. Oh, I can only do one at a time. All right. So when we get back, when we get done with this one, we'll go ahead and share something else. But yes, the giveaway is going. M bailed.
Yep.
M said peace.
And said peace out. She said, "I'm tired of you fuckers. I'm gone." You guys want to take the 15-minute break, bail?
I mean, that's what we were.
Well, she said let's do the giveaway. She didn't say anything about break, but I'm going to.
Your call, man.
Sure. I'm going
You're the boss.
to go ahead and safely take a 15-minute break right now since M had to bail anyway. So we will go ahead and take our 15-minute break. It is 10.
Wait.
There she is. There you are. Did you want to take the break now too, M, or?
Yeah, we can take the break for the next 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
He is such a taskmaster. I give 15, but no, M only gives 10.
No.
10.
Fine. We're back in 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see you at 40 after. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can you hear me?
We are back on that bullshit.
It
Hello.
will never end.
Never.
Hello.
It's
We are
me.
here.
Everyone's here.
Hello. Is it
Hello.
me you're
Oh,
looking
no,
for?
no.
Are you
no.
still there?
Okay, stop. When you said "Are you still there?" my brain just automatically went to Chrissy. Wake up.
Oh, no.
I was
Chrissy, wake
referring.
up.
I was
Hey,
making
hello.
a reference to the portal turrets.
Wake up,
Go,
Chrissy.
Chrissy.
I don't like this.
Chrissy,
Chrissy, wake
wake
up.
up.
You did this, Sim, by the way.
I'm sorry, my ADHD is in full force today.
You have 11 minutes left on the timer for getting your tickets for the Mini of the Month giveaway. Remember, we're giving away Asmodeus at the end of the month, and you have to get raffle tickets to win. 1 ticket for a follower, 2 tickets for subscribers. You can only get tickets if you at least follow us. So if you haven't followed us yet, give us a follow so you can enter this. Type in !devil into chat, and you will get your ticket that way.
More like
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What happened?
All right.
Wait, I
where
can
we
do better. I
last-
can do better.
Where we last-
Asmodeus?
Where we
What
last
happened to
left
Lisa?
off.
We broke a
Her her
Oh, okay. Okay.
their computer is being kind of weird.
Yeah, it's been weird for a bit.
We're
So
back.
last
bro.
where we were, Mahai was talking to Ted Tedderson, the big
Yes.
buff
Yes.
muscle man
Yes.
with the pet rat named Oreo.
The Pat Oreo.
The Pat Oreo.
So when you say he's bigger than Mahai,
He's
he-
over 7 foot tall.
fucking fuck.
He is a big boy who has not skipped his Wheaties.
Is he just like a big guy, or is he also like jacked?
He's jacked.
Shit.
He has not skipped his Wheaties ever.
So Mahai kind of just looks at him and says, "Why are you going to law school? Why don't you just like go into the professional wrestling? Fucking killing."
Literally.
Because that's stupid and copyright law pays more than wrestling.
I don't know. Could have a-
Um,
you are definitely
Think about doing copyright law for like Netflix or something.
okay. Yeah, I mean, you can make a damn good living at that.
Exactly.
Oh god, and he's smart.
Like,
Yeah.
as is-
Yeah,
Oh.
right now I'm considered for valedictorian for seniors this year.
it. I'm considered to be passing. Last I checked.
All right, okay. I may need you to explain this to me. Like passing your classes.
Yes,
Okay. I didn't want to assume anything.
it's always safest not to assume any.
Also, what are your pronouns?
Him
Okay, cool.
and yours.
He, him.
Congratulations. Like
It's a boy.
We never assume anything. Currently, I'm assuming we're having a conversation,
We are having a conversation.
and I have not even tried flirting.
He just chuckles a little bit. If he hit on me, I wouldn't care.
Oh, that's horrible. Really care. I am very happy.
Eh,
No, I am very handsome. My mother told me.
I'm glad that you have a very strong sense of who you are, but you're not my type.
Well, in that case, we will just have a conversation.
I like them a little more skinny and
I
Frail.
am-
frail.
Walk. Okay, wait. We need to quantify this because compared to you, everyone is skinny and frail. So now I qualify again.
Okay. Hold on. Prime example.
Mhm.
Motions to Brona. Kind of. And then motions to you know how Amos is like really like kind of
Yeah.
tiny built?
Yeah.
Motions to Amos.
Okay, that is definitely. He kind of almost looks apologetically at Brona. That is definitely tiny and frail.
Tiny and Braille.
It's
It's accurate.
it's like
Yes, I know of a consortium of twinks he might be interested in.
consortium.
I got a bear brigade and I got a twink brigade. If he wants some members of the twink brigade, I got him.
Yeah, it says, well, it has been very interesting to meet you, and I thank you very much for your time, and thank you for allowing me to meet Oreo.
Yeah. Also, since you mentioned hitting on me, there is an LGBTQIA, all the alphabet soup club on campus. Just so you're aware, it meets every Thursday.
Where?
Oh, good. The current place chorus.
It meets in the library.
Of course it does.
I'm not the librarian's favorite person.
Yeah, the academic head for it is actually the librarian.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Fun
Reese will never
fact,
be
most
allowed in.
clubs at university has to have a faculty member
Oh, yeah.
as a backer for it.
Oh yeah, no, I know that one. I was just like,
Yeah.
We will try and drop in. That's
Yeah, you might actually get to see Jiro's husband. He's kind of nice.
Jiro's husband is adorable.
There's always that balancing act in couples. The one that's very nice, and there is the one that's yes. Jiro is the twink. The fucking chat.
Yeah,
broke
you got
again.
redacted, You went too high.
I'm trying to run a professional game here.
This
Yeah,
is
but
a
you said it
professional
in
game.
college.
Yeah, you said it in college.
I have to get with Sam and play with your noise reduction so we can
Yeah.
hear you.
So we can hear you.
When you go into those supersonic ranges, we can still hear you.
I mean, what was it yesterday? Radio Free Will made a video, and then it's just me stitching it, and I think my voice even cuts out on my phone at some point.
It does.
Ugh.
That's
I
what
think
happened.
they're both a little twinky.
Twinkie. I didn't get a good. I actually don't remember the physical description of Jiro's husband.
I never
mean,
gave a full description.
Then
I
he's
mean,
a
He's a
bear.
cop.
Wait, no, because he's
I
in
want a bear.
he's
a fae.
in there.
He's a
he's
fae.
in the thing.
Buffet.
Yeah, he's in the thing.
Big buffet.
He's in the dock.
Steroid
I need
fay.
to add them to the thing.
Steroid
I haven't added
fae.
them yet.
Yeah, his husband's name is Preston.
Preston.
Sorry, you
Mhm.
can't
Like
have a
a
bear
Preston.
named Preston.
Bear named Preston.
He's definitely a little
Yes.
twinky.
Yeah.
You hear the guys yelling outside. One of the guys is yelling, "Cannonball!" and then splash.
Hang on 1 second. I got to make sure it isn't somebody. I can start looking for Ginger.
Ginger is nowhere to be found.
Ginger is outside.
I go outside.
Ginger has been left to her own devices.
Mhm.
And
You
I
Ginger-
cannot not leave Ginger to her own devices because if you leave her standing still
Uh,
for more than 30 seconds, she disappears.
So, do you look outside?
Yes.
Ginger is not in the pool.
Oh, thank God.
Ginger
sorry, ignore
There's a
me.
long
is not
pause.
there at all.
Like, oh, shit. I start looking around, just wandering, room to room.
She is not in the building.
Whoever her victim is, I hope they have injuries.
Also, Cordelia's nowhere to be spotted.
Wait,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
wait,
whoa.
wait. Where's Buffy?
Buffy's nowhere to be spotted either.
Oh, yeah, no, we're fucked.
Oh shit.
Y'all realize after a while, Buffy, Fauna, Cordelia, and Ginger are nowhere to be found.
All right. Now I'm getting
Re-
worried.
Reese looks around. Is Brona there still?
Brona is there.
Okay.
Okay. For our safety, we need to leave this frat house.
I'm not leaving without Ginger. And I
Yeah.
draw deeply,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to find Ginger.
It's not Ginger we have to worry about.
It's drunk Buffy.
Druffy.
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 Ruffy.
So I'm gonna need you to roll gaze into the abyss for me, please.
What I figured. I'm
Cool.
trying
If
to
we're
find-
leaving, Optica's just gonna like steal a 2-liter bottle of
And you have
something.
your -2 on this roll.
Yeah, I have my -2 in this roll. You're trying to kill me. Must have shut it down. Remember closing out. Star Shard Stories, Monster Hearts. Yes, please.
Uh,
All right. So, and what am I rolling on this? And Gaze in the Abyss is
Dark.
dark.
not even great at dark already.
Yeah, if we're leaving, Optica's just gonna steal like a 2-liter bottle of like Sprite. It just gets absorbed by the cloak. It was never there.
Just slides up a sleeve.
Exactly, and then it's like,
How bad is
You
it?
just got like a curly straw going.
I got a 4.
Mark experience.
ooh,
Unfortunately, Ray, you weren't going to succeed no matter what.
I got a
Hey,
-2.
Mark
I
it-
could have done something.
You mark experience, however, the scent of alcohol and sweat and some other smells.
Bodily fluids.
Bodily fluid.
We're in a frat
Bodily
house. That
fluid.
actually fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is very strong.
Damn it.
The scent of these nuts, ladies and gentlemen. We are mature adults here.
Wait, we're adults?
No.
Wait, we're mature?
Oh, yeah.
Very strong. You cannot find ginger scent anywhere.
This place reeks of testosterone, and that is all. I cannot find anybody.
We're in a frat house. What do you expect, my guy?
In that case, we need to go tear down everything upstairs and make sure no one has been roofing.
Ezekiel,
Yeah.
roll. Keep your cool, please.
Okay.
Okay.
A little bit spontaneous.
I mean, she does that.
Mhm.
Oh.
Reese is turning his
Oh.
phone back on and texting
Oh,
Cordelia.
Hold on.
Cordelia's probably just go on to her
Hold on.
girlfriends.
What'd you get?
1.
Mark experience.
Already did. Oh, fuck.
So you're scanning the room for Buffy, and you catch a glimpse of a woman
Oh no.
you know oh so well,
Right.
and then she just vanishes in the crowd.
Oh,
You swear,
that one. Okay.
Uh-huh.
you swear you just saw Nikki here.
Okay. I'm gonna start trying to look for that.
You are gonna gain the condition obsessed with.
Yeah.
You're leaving the rest of the group and go into the crowd, which I'm gonna need you to roll volatile.
That one I'm a little bit better with. 9.
Okay. So you run into something worse, you leave something behind, or you cause a big scene.
Let's make this interesting. Let's run into something worse.
Cool. As you're going through the crowd and everything, you slam right into a male. There's bandages going up the arms.
Yep, here we go.
Yep.
You look up and you see a face that should be dead. You killed him. You killed this man. But he looks a little bit different. What was once pitch black hair is ash sandy gray. golden eyes, now silver, but the face is unmistakable. He looks down at you for a moment, raises a brow, as if not recognizing you. Is like, sorry, dude. And then just starts to try to walk off. You know that was Marco. He
Yep.
should be dead.
Yep.
The coroner's office picked him up.
He is,
But he's not hovering around Yasmin. Like he used to.
But it's him, though.
It is him. There's no denying it. And you see Nikki going further away. What you assume is Nikki. You have a choice.
Yep. I need to doing the thing. All right. We are going for Nikki. Nikki.
Cool. You continue to follow outside. And Nikki seems to be heading towards some neighborhood housing campus, which you know a lot of the professors live at. She's going into a neighborhood.
He's going to keep a bit of distance, but he's continuing to follow.
All right, rest of the group. Ezekiel just bolted.
Should we follow him?
Is he going towards the pool?
No.
No, he left.
Okay, then I'm following him.
Okay, yeah. And as we follow, Reese is still trying to text Cordelia, and
No answer.
She's gone to bang her girlfriend.
text Ginger.
No answer.
I text Buffy and say Ezekiel is acting crazy.
No answer. It's as if your texts aren't even going through.
That's not good.
So, are you all gonna follow Ezekiel? I need everyone who's gonna follow Ezekiel, please roll a volatile. Mahai, are you following the group?
I'm looking for Ginger.
I still need you to roll a volatile.
Never.
Excuse me?
-5.
Am I doing something forceful? Like, am I shoving through crowd?
Yeah, you're gonna get through the crowd. This is
Ooh.
one of those I'm not allowing to not roll for this because it is a frat
Oh,
party.
no, I'm fine.
8.
Okay,
7.
6.
Hey!
Optica.
6.
Okay, those who got 6s, please mark experience. List froze.
Yeah, hold on.
There you are. Okay, so those who have 6s, please mark experience. The 7 and the 8. So, you run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
I'll run into something worse.
Good God. Stack it up, please. Stack it up.
Okay. What is Mahai gonna do? Leave something behind, run into something worse, or cause a big scene?
Cause a big scene.
Cool. Alright. I feel like Mahai will be yelling for Ginger in the middle of this goddamn building.
Pretty much.
Knock a few kegs over.
I think it'd be more like grabbing people and asking them if they'd seen her, and
Yeah.
you know.
And they're all getting really annoyed. Some of them are like beyond piss drunk. And they're like, who the fuck is Ginger?
Well, he's not gonna bother with the name. He's gonna be like, tiny, blonde, about this tall, you know.
You mean Celine?
Oh, different blonde.
No, nah, man, nah. And Ted is just watching you and just shaking his head as you are just like grabbing every person as you're going by. And there's some people that I've noticed. Now, Reese, as you're
Mhm.
leaving, you bump into a woman. Oh, it's somebody you're supposed to be working with. Yes, it's like, oh, well then. I wasn't expecting you to come my way tonight.
Unfortunate happenstance.
Oh, what's the matter?
It's been a long day.
Mhm.
I did get. Reese just like sends the information over to Yasmin about the alcohol.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go chase down a friend who is acting stupid.
Which friend?
Ellen.
Just a friend.
Did I
Which
say
one?
friends? I don't have friends.
Because if it's who I think it is, I wouldn't if I were you.
Do I look like a smart man?
I mean, you are a master student, so you have to be slightly smart to even be in the program.
Yeah, shut up. And Reese just walks away.
Yeah, shut up.
Yes, shut up.
He is
She'll
book
look
smart,
up.
not street smart.
She'll call out, "Good luck seeing your worst fears when he's in that state. You might end up dead." And then she'll go back further into the house.
Yeah, Cordelia, yeah. Just out of nowhere, that's what summons Cordelia.
So, the other two, somehow y'all got dragged into doing a keg stand.
No! No! No!
No.
So who's the keggers then?
Rona and Optica.
Oh.
This is
So I
awful.
need the two of you to roll hold study for me, please.
Oh, God damn it.
No.
These are my homebrew rules coming into play now. Here we go.
I got a 9.
You're fine. You're not drunk.
Yay!
I got a 10.
Y'all are fine. Y'all do your keg stand. Y'all do your keg stand, and you're just like, that was some shitty ass beer, and just head outside.
I just imagine there are two people who are like, that was supposed to be our turn. And they just
Yeah.
kind of like pulled up.
Yep. They're like, no, that was gross, disgusting. Nope.
They're just
So
like
you mean-
leaning on each other outside, like, oh, that was disgusting.
Wait. Optica like points the mouth of the like 2 liter of Sprite at Rona.
Just that side of the sleeve. And Rona's like,
Yeah, Mahoney, as you're leaving, you come across this scene of like Brona drinking something out of Optica's sleeve. It looks really sketchy.
You're in a frat house though. It's fine.
Oh, my eyes like looks at them both and is like, did either one of you see Ginger?
we
No,
got
do you
pulled
want
into a
Sprite?
keg stand.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Look, I can't find Ginger. I haven't seen Buffy.
Cordelia disappeared too.
Are
Oh,
you
no.
gonna try again, Mahai, since you are outside?
Yes.
Nature answers to you, and they state that there are 4 people at a nearby park.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, I have that thing where now I can do everything in urban environments as well as not.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're at a nearby park.
All right. I will go
4.
ahead and say, I think they are over there. You know, just in the direction the park is.
Yep.
I'm going to go check on them.
So, you make your way to the park. The scene you come on are 4 very drunk women trying to push each other on the swings. Ginger trying to go down the slide.
So who's here? We know of 3.
Fauna, Cordelia,
Oh, Fauna.
and Ginger are all drunk trying to play on the children's playground in the middle of the night.
This is so cute.
This is
Reese
adorable.
isn't there.
Keg! There's a keg in the middle of the place
I
too.
stole a keg?
Buffy stole a keg.
Yeah,
Oh, we
but-
definitely stole a keg.
Reese is following
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Okay. What are you gonna do behind? You see 4 very drunk women trying to play on a children's playground right now.
Yeah, I is literally just going to go over to like one of those, you know, those little circus animals on the big giant spring.
Oh God.
He's just gonna walk over to one of those and sit on it and just slowly rock back and forth.
So you rock, it leans all the way forward and it won't go back.
You're big for it.
With his forehead in the sand, he just kind of heaves a big sigh, like sand blows away.
Defeated.
So do you eventually get off the thing?
Yes.
So as you get off, it flings back and you just hear a loud snap and the spring broke.
Oh. Oh.
Mihai just picks it up and tucks it under his arm. And starts-
It's a duck. You sat on a duck. It was a duck.
Wank.
Somehow this makes perfect sense. He was walking over towards them, like,
Buffy's like, Mahai, push me on the swing! Do it!
I can't. I have to babysit my duck.
I can hold the duck while you push me on the swing!
Has Ginger fallen off the slide yet?
She's like laying in the mold. She's like, I'm okay.
I know your bones are made of rubber, and you should be perfectly fine. I think you landed on your head.
Nah, I didn't land on my head. I made sure I don't want a concussion.
I still have the theory that that's medically impossible for you. I go over and start pushing Buffy in the swing with one
She
hand.
was so happy. She's kicking her little feet in excitement and everything.
Like,
And Fauna is like drinking straight out of like the nozzle of the keg.
she's like, I imagine her sitting with her back leaning against the keg, both
Yeah.
legs straight out, with the hand. You know, occasionally she rinses up and bumps it, and then puts her nozzle in her mouth. I was like, one of you is gonna die of alcohol poisoning, and I don't think
Nah.
it's going to be Fauna.
Fauna falls out. Oh no, we're be making bets. It's probably gonna be Cordelia.
So,
How-
where's
how-
Cordelia?
yeah.
Okay, all the like commotion,
No.
Optica's probably gonna
Yeah, you
go
see
off in
these.
that direction.
Yeah, you see the 4 drunk women and you see Cordelia. You know, like the little ride that you sit and you spin yourself.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no.
That's
Oh
what she.
no! Oh,
Oh.
no!
Oh,
I am
she's
keeping-
about to come.
I am keeping 10 to 15 feet away from that one.
Good choice. Good
Yeah,
choice.
hear me out though. It's just going super slow, but Cordelia thinks she's going fast. It's fine.
Is she doing that whole panic gripping thing?
Yeah, and it's not. It's just going. It's like like the loud metal like
Yeah.
groan. It's just going so slow around and around.
Well, I mean,
Someone-
to be honest, in her defense, I think
I
her
think.
vision's already fucked because drunk. So even
Someone
the
had better
slightest
get-
bit of extra movement's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck?
Someone had better get video of this incident and text it to Reese.
Mihai takes a video of everything.
Of all of them being drunk.
He sends it to the group chat, and he's like, I am only responsible for one of these. Please come up and pick up your victims.
Optica's gonna go over to Fauna and like try to gently take like the fucking
You hear-
hose away
you-
from her.
As you try to take the hose, you hear a very playful growl of like, no. You know like how a dog gets when they're really excited about a
Yeah.
toy and they growl?
I got a better one. You know those videos of the little kitten with a piece of meat that people are trying to take
Yes,
away from?
that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You just hear little growls of like, no, this is mine. And then you hear her just pumping.
Oh my
Back at
god!
the head.
Oh my god!
And she
I-
yells, Cordelia! Georgia! Cordelia comes stumbling
Oh
over.
my god!
Face plants.
I have something else for you.
Oh, what do you got?
I'm gonna offer the sleeve sprite.
Yes.
Sleep right.
She'll lean up and drink the sleeve Sprite.
Yes.
Warm armpit Sprite. Yeah.
It's gonna turn into that one meme, if you guys know, if you know, of the the girl giving her friend milk with like her hair held back. Liz knows what I'm talking about. Yep. Yeah.
So, Reese, Brona, did you follow Optica or did you follow Reese?
She probably went with Reese. Cordelia is not actually her responsibility.
So, Brona and Reese, you're following Ezekiel. Ezekiel, you're following further into the neighborhood. Nikki glances back every so often, and she ends up at a really nice house and goes, grabs a set of keys and goes to unlock the door.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
So once when getting into like the neighborhood itself,
Mm-hmm.
Ezekiel wouldn't just be walking just outright. He'd be basically teleporting through the shadows.
Yeah, the other two you see as he hops from shadow to shadow to shadow to shadow, not to be caught by the street lamps.
And not to be seen by Nikki.
Mm-hmm. And you see a woman at a house going to unlock probably where she is.
Do I kind of recognize?
You're too far away to recognize.
Okay.
Also, it's dark out.
And I'm a little trash still.
Yeah, you're a little trashed. So, Ezekiel, you get really close to the house.
Yep.
She unlocks the door. A couple lights turn on in the house. And you hear muffled conversations like, "You're home early." And you hear, "Yeah, frat parties are much worse than I remember." And she steps inside and closes the door.
All right. So 2 questions. One,
Yes,
did I see her face?
you did. You saw a side profile.
Okay. And is it her voice?
It is her voice. You know that voice anywhere. And also, you knew the male's voice.
Troy?
It's Dr. Troy. You didn't know he lived on campus.
And honestly, Ezekiel did not know much about Troy.
Nope.
In general.
But you only heard ever good things from Nikki
Yeah,
about him.
I mean, they've met a couple of times, so I mean,
Yep.
he knows. Just
You see other lights turn on throughout the house and then turn off as they're going through the rooms. And then you see the second floor light turn on. You see a woman's figure on the second floor.
He will move out of where he was, stand in front of the door, and will just stand there for the longest time.
Yeah, when y'all finally catch up, you just see Ezekiel standing at the door of this house, just staring at this door.
Ezekiel.
He doesn't even hear him.
Dude, they're gonna call the cops if you don't get away from that door.
He will knock on the door.
Oh shit!
Oh, Reese pulls Bronna back away.
Are you two leaving the scene?
We're not gonna go too far. We're just gonna back away to where we can keep an eye on what's going on, but where we're not in line of sight of the damn door.
Okay. So you two get out of sight, but you're able to see what is going on. You knock on the door opens, you see a much older gentleman. Hold on. Whoop. When you have to go to your other screen, probably early 60s, white hair, very bright blue-green eyes, kind of a bit of a well-clean beard and mustache combo. Very well-kept hair. He's kind of like in like really nice silk pajamas, like he's about to go to bed.
Yeah.
Glasses hanging on a chain. He had a book in his hand, so he was like doing like nighttime reading. And his eyes kind of wind up. Ezekiel, what are you doing here? How'd you even know where I lived?
Funny story about that. For some stupid reason, I was at a frat party.
I thought you quit drinking.
I know, yeah, I did. I wasn't there for that.
All right. Were you getting
there.
into trouble again?
No.
Okay.
I was there with other people.
All
I
right.
was just a tag along.
Okay.
And out of curiosity, is that lawnmower kicking in?
No.
All right, cool. That's just me then. So, that's like I was at, and I couldn't help but notice a couple things actually, but one of them looked awfully very similar to Nikki, and
He just raises a brow.
And against my better judgment, just to see if it was her, because I can't seem to fucking get out of this fucking state of mind, I followed her here.
She's gone. You know he's lying. You know at this point. You know you saw her. And you know that voice. You know it has to be her.
Okay. Dr. Troy. if she's gone, who is that upstairs? Who looks awfully familiar to Nikki and even sounds like her?
He's gonna attempt to slam the door in your face.
Oh, okay.
Go home.
If that's her, I just want to talk to clear this, to understand what's going on.
He actually hesitates mid-swing.
Because if that is her, and we've just been doing this fucking ring around of not actually being able to talk to one another, neither of us are going to be able to get out of this.
All right. If that is her upstairs, what are you gonna do if she's not ready to talk to you?
Then I'll leave. You know, I've never done anything to upset her. If she wanted me to do something, I would do it. If she wanted space, I gave it to her.
He just sighs. She's upstairs.
Okay.
Cardigan doesn't know.
She
Yet.
has ideas. Actually, no, I think she does know, per se. It's complicated shit, in all honesty.
I'm going to be talking to Cardigan later this week.
Okay.
Last I checked, she's not ready. She thought you were dead.
That seems to be a trend.
You need to go. Or we still don't know what happened when I brought her back.
That will give Ezekiel pause. Wait, I'm sorry, what?
She was dead. But she didn't have a DNR. So I'm the only one she had. She would have done the same for you. And you fucking know it. She's not human anymore, Ezekiel.
Yeah, no shit.
We're still trying to figure that out. Also, tell your friends they can come out of the bushes.
Yeah.
Hello, Reese.
Hey, Doc Troy.
Ezekiel will look over, finally see them, and would just have this look of how fucking dare you?
Oh shit. Now back to the drunk people at the park.
Fair
So,
assessment.
Mahai,
Yes.
drunk Ginger is trying to climb up the slide.
I just put my
And
hand. I
Buffy's-
just put my hand on her butt and literally just one hand press and put her like on
Love
off the
it.
slide.
Buffy stops for a second. My spider senses are tingling. We must go. And then Buffy is like
What?
heading.
Drunkenly heading towards wherever this
Oh,
might be.
Jesus.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's like, wait, my Ezekiel senses have gone off.
oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh god.
Buffy is heading that way. Cordelia's like, Buffy, wait for me, you dumb bitch.
Dumb bitch.
Also stumbling.
Terms of
Yes.
endearment.
Yeah,
amongst
they're
our
both just
group.
like almost tripping like every third step.
Oh yeah. Mahai, you see Cordelia
Uh-huh.
and Buffy leave the park and heading towards a residential neighborhood.
Oh shit.
Oh no, no, no.
And Buffy's
Ginger-
like, oh,
As
they're going to
Ginger-
the teacher's neighborhood.
What?
As Ginger is kind of sliding face first down the slide,
Yep.
he kind of just scoops her up and like
Where are we
to prevent a massacre. And he goes,
going?
huh?
What about a massacre? Are we gonna go get ice cream? Are we massacring some ice cream right now?
I think if I give you ice cream right now, you would just throw it up everywhere.
Good point. Hi,
What?
She said hi, Optica.
Hi, Ginger.
Fauna's like, all right, let's just go. She'll get up, and Fauna just cracks her neck and just straightens her back.
Boy.
All right, let's go chase
Okay,
the other drunk bitches down.
Okay, you don't have to run though. You don't have to run.
I'm not gonna run.
Okay.
I'm gonna sprint.
Fuck.
No.
I'm not gonna run as she tries to take a couple stumblings
No,
forward,
no.
and Mihai like this like adjusts her back into line.
No. Running's for sober bitches. I'm not sober.
Power walks.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure that she stays upright.
While they're
Yeah,
having
she's
that little-
fine.
while they stop to have the conversation, Mihai kind of like puts Ginger on her feet and lets her go and see how bad she totters.
She sits down on the ground.
Oh.
Yep, that's okay. Reaches down and picks her up and sets her in there. He puts her on his shoulder, then he looks up at her and goes, "If you pee on me, I swear."
Oh no,
to
she's
God."
leaning. She's starting to like back bend over.
So now he's literally got a hand holding both her knees. His other hand has both her hands, and he's holding her like that. And he's like, "Jesus God!"
I mean, you could just give her a piggyback ride. That'd be
I was
way
gonna
easier.
say, yeah, like just
Just
carry
fireman
her.
carry.
Yeah, carry. No,
Or
like
that.
Carry, and she's throwing up down my back.
I mean, she still might pee on you now, so either way.
She's going. I just wanted it noted for the record that when she does pee on, it's going to be a
okay.
So
Let the
y'all
record
start,
show.
y'all start following Buffy to this residential neighborhood. The rest of y'all hear a very drunk Buffy yelling, "Ezekiel, where are you?"
Oh my God.
Just bellowing full volume.
And you hear Cordelia's like, "You dumb bitch, people are sleeping."
This
And
making
Dr. Troy is like looking down the street. Is that Buffy?
And now there's
Betrayal.
there's betrayal for some and for everyone currently here at the moment. And now, but there's also a bit of like anger and frustration as now other people are showing up. And it's,
Reese just looks at Ezekiel's like, "We followed you because we were concerned. You're our friend. And you just took off."
I just can't do anything personal or anything without.
If you would have told us what the hell was going on, we would have backed off. But you just took off like a bat out of hell.
You all hear more drunk Buffy yelling.
Because like,
Yeah, you hear Cordelia like, shh.
I didn't say anything because I didn't know what was going on. That's why I was coming over here to check and see what it was. At the same time,
And see, fortunately, it was just the two of us. We were just trying to make sure you were okay. We are not in charge of those chuckle fucks over there.
to be honest,
chuckle
out of
fucks.
everyone here, including the drunk chuckle fucks that are showing up, I'm probably the one person who you guys don't have to worry about.
Which makes us worry about you even more. Because you're our friend.
At this point, Buffy just shows up and is like, Ezekiel, let's just go home. If you want, go home. We don't have to go home. She doesn't even, it hasn't registered where y'all are, for her, where y'all are at yet.
Mihai
this
is
point,
kind of just
Reese-
looking around.
Reese just takes Brennan by the hand and walks off the patio. If Ezekiel's doesn't want our help, then Reese isn't gonna help.
Cordelia's just like, realizes, like, sobers up in that instant and just looks at Reese and Brona. Is like, go. Like, actually
Yeah.
leave.
That's what we're doing.
So Cordelia is herding the rest of the cats away. That includes Mahai, Ginger, Fauna, Optica.
oh no, that's the thing. No, Optica takes one look at Ezekiel's like, nope, I just barely recovered from this the last time. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
So it is just Buffy, Dr. Troy, and Ezekiel, while the rest of y'all are walking in a group back towards campus.
Yeah, no. No. He's my friend, but no.
Buffy's like, what the fuck is where do they go? Assholes.
Ezekiel would look to Dr. Troy and it's just like, do you have anything that could help sober her up?
Yeah, it'll be an IV. Saline, you know.
Banana bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you set her up with that?
Yeah, y'all come on in. Cause the cops are gonna get called. So y'all get on in.
Literally.
And you hear Nikki's like, is everything okay down there? Dr. Troy's like, Nikki, stay in your room right now. Why? I don't usually have to stay in my room. What is going on now? Dr. Troy just looks at Ezekiel and is like, one moment. Heads upstairs. You hear arguing upstairs.
Ezekiel will go over to Buffy and like sit her down on like the couch or something so she's not.
Yeah, she'll just like, she's like grabbing your cheeks. Like your little,
Yeah.
what's wrong?
I need you to sober up.
Okay. I heard something about an IV. You know I don't like needles. But
Right.
says the one that has a bunch of tattoos.
Yeah. Right. That's going to help you sober up.
You're gonna hold my hand, right?
Yes.
Thank you. So what the fuck is going on?
I will tell you when you're a bit more sober.
Pinky
Because-
promise.
And he will give her a pinky promise. Because he knows that if he tells her now, her stupid drunk self is going to destroy fucking everything.
So back to the people walking on campus. Y'all hear a boop boop.
It's the po-po.
There is a blonde male getting out of the vehicle,
Oh, great.
and the guy looks at Reese and Brona for a second and just raises a brow like, "What are y'all kids doing?
Corralling.
Corralling
Y'all,
the-
y'all came for the party at the frat house."
Yes.
Yes, and I'm escorting them home.
Yeah, I
Back to
heard
the
there was
dorms.
like a noise disturbance about 2 drunk people yelling.
It's taken care of. They shouldn't be
All right.
yelling anymore.
Cordelia's like, "I'm not yelling."
Cordelia,
Like,
indoor voices.
Cordelia, please.
We
You know,
apologize.
hexing somebody sounds really good right now.
Don't hex anyone, please.
No.
All right. Y'all have a good evening. Y'all hurry back to the dorm because
Yes.
they're about to bust that party down the street and they will take anybody and breathalyze anybody in.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Also, who stole the something out of the neighborhood park?
It's me. I'm still
You
carrying
stole what?
it.
The puppy's
You
still carrying
stole
the
what?
The puppy's still carrying the duck.
What
Yeah,
got
I
stolen?
didn't know what to do with it. It broke when I sat on it.
Go put,
Yeah, you
Mihai,
know
go
the
put it
little-
back.
Puppy has it.
Oh, Buffy
He
has it?
doesn't
Okay.
have it.
Okay.
We don't know where it is.
All right,
Oh,
I
shit.
will just, I'll just write it up as some drunk college kid took it for a prize trophy.
It was probably one of the frat boys.
Yeah. Also, he'll point to the back of his car. There's the keg that y'all left in the park.
Oh
Brought us
my
so
God.
confused.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Y'all have a good evening.
Tell
You too,
Jiro I have a
officer.
new tea for him tomorrow.
I'll let him know. He just
Aw.
smiles.
Oh.
That's if he's awake right now.
Why? What's wrong?
He likes to take a lot of naps.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
And I'm working the night shift, so he usually doesn't sleep when I'm working night shift.
That's fair.
So y'all have a good evening. Don't get in any trouble. If any
Right.
other cops stop you, just say, hold on.
Already spoke to Officer.
Sanders.
Believe he's a
Sanders.
detective.
Just say Sanders, Detective Sanders. Just say you're all your talk to Detective Sanders.
Mhm.
Will do.
All right, he'll get back in his car and drive off.
Why did he have a keg in the back of the car?
Because
I have
we
a
left it
feeling
behind.
I have a
Yes.
feeling these jokers stole it from the party.
Yes, and one of
It
them
was
was just
Puppy's
sitting with it.
idea.
Oh,
That actually
Well-
makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
Cord-
she wanted
is that-
she wanted to go to the park and go on the swings, and Ginger wanted to go down the slide.
Okay, Cordelia, inside voices, please.
I am using my inside voice. She really is. She's actually talking like really, really, really low.
Yes.
Okay,
perfect.
perfect.
But
Let's
you're
get
having
you-
trouble understanding what she's saying because she is schmammered.
Come on, let's get you back. Get some water in you.
Yes.
I have water. She'll pull out a water bottle and start sipping from it.
I'm gonna take the water
Is
bottle.
there
and sniff
water
it.
in the water bottle?
It is actual water.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say,
The lack of trust here is amazing.
Mihai, are you gonna be able to take care of Ginger?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
So, Ginger, y'all hear a little cork pop open and you hear sipping.
What?
Reese, what?
Did she
Reese
just
looks
call
up.
it like a mini prosecco?
No, y'all happen to witness she had a straw, and there's like a bottle of wine sitting in her blouse, and she's sipping from it from a curly straw.
Is that my curly
Yeah.
straw?
Yeah,
She lifted it right from your sleeve.
she swiped it.
she's
Yep.
No, what? No, this is Mihai's problem.
Pretty much.
I like wine. It's really delicious.
Anyways, let's get everyone back to the dorms.
Yeah. Yeah,
Then-
let's get back to the dorms.
Then I will take an Uber back to my apartment and pray to God Patrick's not outside.
Yeah. Cordelia's like, it's
It's not funny, Cordelia.
It's
Oh
funny.
my-
Hold on. She is dialing Patrick's phone
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
And Patrick's like, what the fuck do you want, Cordelia?
Brona hangs up.
Patrick calls back. Hi, Patrick. Are you drunk, Cordelia? Yeah.
It's fine. I'm taking her back to the dorm.
It's quiet for a moment.
And Brona hangs up again.
There's a text from Patrick on Cordelia's phone. And it says, I swear to God, if you took Brona get drunk, I will make sure your life is a living fucking hell.
Is
And
it
Cordelia's
kind of
like-
Rona took herself to get drunk?
Brona had like 2 sips of whiskey and that was it.
Yeah, no, she's fine. She's completely
No.
fine.
All Cordelia sends is the peach emoji. That's all she sends.
Oh my god!
No! Cordelia,
Why?
are you trying to booty call Patrick?
No.
No, Patrick.
No.
Patrick's
He's
no.
gay.
Yeah, there's that.
Everybody-
Patrick's also just not
I
into
have a-
that.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
she was
too
busy
tired for this.
tonight. She had her daughter visiting in town.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, she's Buffy's cousin.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
So, anyways,
I get it.
Okay.
we might
Y'all
want to
are-
avoid Ezekiel for a couple of days, let him cool off.
Buffy will calm him down. She always does.
Yeah.
She just has that way with people, even though she's the one that's supposed to be angry all the time.
I think it's because she probably gets it.
Mhm.
Yeah. But let's get back. Let's do a sleepover.
Oh. Okay. In whose room though?
We can use one of the community rooms.
Right. Okay.
What is fun I've been doing this whole time?
Did we
Oh.
lose Fauna?
She's been
No.
suspiciously quiet.
No, Fauna has been underneath the shroud and like braiding and braiding Optica's hair as they've been walking.
We're gonna get back to the dorm, and Optica's just gonna have like blocks everywhere.
And there's just 2 sets of feet under the shroud.
Yeah.
It's
Y'all,
just
Just this weird
hear,
shuffle.
Yeah.
y'all don't even hear Fauna. Y'all realize like, wait a minute, Fauna's being oddly quiet right now. Where did she go?
Where's Fauna? I look
Oh,
around.
She's concentrating.
She's in here.
She's in
As long as she says.
I can just imagine Fauna in there in his drive with like a tongue grip between her teeth, going.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
That's a mood.
So y'all eventually make it back to the dorms. And you see people running across the campus trying to hurry back to their dorms.
Scatter.
Literally.
Yep. So back to the house of Dr. Troy.
Yeah.
The sobering process was a time Buffy was not happy.
Yeah.
After a bit, Buffy's like, I'm sober enough. Get it. I don't want the needle anymore. Also, I do not like tasting salt. Dr. Troy does what he needs to, puts a band-aid on there, and just sits down in his recliner.
Ezekiel will look to Buffy. Nikki is alive and is upstairs.
Bullshit.
Looks to Troy.
Troy's like, no, she's upstairs. Buffy's already booking it towards the stairs. Yeah, and Dr. Troy looks at, should I be worried?
Yes and no. Just get your bag ready for some patch ups. That's going to be about it.
I have to pull up her sheet, Nikki's sheet, because it's about to get nasty.
Yeah, he's not aware of whatever it is Nikki can do if she can actually do anything. So he's just on the track of Buffy's going to punch her a couple times, not realizing that there's probably about to be a fucking brawl.
We are brawling. Is this it? Uh-oh. I know I have this sheet. I know I have it.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That is the ghost. No, no. Okay, hold on. I gotta pull it up. I actually have this. Hold on.
Recording. Ladies and gentlemen, while Tim is looking that up, don't forget, if you follow us here at Dinner and a Game, you will.
Yay,
also-
PDFs when you have so many of them.
Yeah.
I would just like to say that while back at like the dorms, Optica's like filling up cups of water from like the little like fountain and like handing snacks out.
Love it. And you hear Buffy yell, there's nobody fucking up here. And then you hear a loud slam as Buffy comes flying down the stairs.
It sees Buffy tumbling down the stairs and was just like, oh, okay, that was unexpected. Buffy, take five.
No, Buffy is pissed. She's pissed. She is pissed. She is heading back up the stairs and is like, all right, bitch. All right. And Dr. Troy's like, she's about to come flying down the stairs again.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know what's entirely going on, but probably, yeah.
There's another slam. Buffy looks fucked up.
Oh! Okay, no.
Buffy's at 3 harm right now.
It's like, okay, no, he helps Buffy up, but is taking her back to the couch. Like, no, sit the fuck down.
You hear footsteps coming down. and you just see a floating robe tied.
Right.
You don't see Nikki though.
Hey, Nikki.
I told Mahai I would talk to you when I was ready.
In his defense, no, actually not in his defense. Maybe, I don't know. He never told me. Second of all, I saw you at the party.
Yeah, I'm starting to do the whole socialization thing again.
That's good. That's good. How's that coming along for you?
Why are you here?
As I said, I saw you at the party.
You could have just left me alone. You moved
could've.
on. You moved on. And then
I am trying to move on. Big fucking difference right now.
Buffy's trying to get up again.
Yeah, he, hand, shoulder, shoves back on the couch. This whole time, whenever you've been talking to me, I thought this was just my subconscious just still eating at me with what happened.
No.
Clearly. I was trying to accept the fact that you were
Gone.
yes. But every time I took 2 steps forward, either I would hear you, I would see someone that looked like you, just something, and I'd be taking 3 steps back. Seeing you at the party, not knowing it was you, and already hearing from someone else that you were alive, that's been eating at me. So I needed to know if it was you or if it's still just my head fucking with me.
Well, I'm here. You see her turn and just run upstairs. You know she doesn't do confrontation. She doesn't.
He's trying not to. It's just.
And you hear the door slam. That went better than I expected. Dr. Tori said that went better than I expected. You're heated, she's heated.
Heated for a different reason.
Yeah. She feels cornered over something she had no control over.
Yeah, and as fucked up as this sounds, this was no longer her problem. She was better off. But what's done is done at this point.
You might need to, she's a little bit stronger than I remember. Jesus. He takes a look at Buffy.
That is a side of her I've never seen before.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on observations because this is the first I've ever seen that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just so y'all are aware, the unseen has a move when they are fully invisible. They get a +1 to all attacks, and whoever's attacking them gets a -1.
Makes
Yes, you
sense.
can't see them.
Yeah, and she rolled above a 10 both times.
Ow.
Oh,
Damn.
Also, Nikki gained a string on Ezekiel during this.
Yeah, figured.
Hey, that's my job.
She's taking your job.
Taking
Yep.
our jobs.
So, Buffy's getting patched up, healing for 1 harm,
Right.
and looks at you. We will do this when she's ready.
Yeah. Now that I'm aware.
You have every right to be mad at me.
I know you did it with good intentions.
A father would do anything for somebody that they consider their child.
Yeah. So I get it. It's just why back here?
She wanted to be here.
Also, since we're on this conversation of people not being dead when they're supposed to be dead, was Nikki the only one you did this with?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, goody.
Why?
He just gives him that look of, take a wild guess. Who was the only other person?
Vincent did the autopsy on him.
Yeah, and I'm the one who did it.
I feel like you're not supposed to admit to it.
No,
So we now know. Interesting. So last
Did
I
Vince-
knew, he was buried.
Oh shit, Vincent! Why did you lie to Dr. Troy?
So Vincent covered some. Dr. Troy actually looks pissed. And he's like, I need you two to leave my home.
Yeah.
I have some phone calls I need to make, and I do not need you two overhearing that.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've ever heard some shit I wasn't supposed to hear, but all right.
No. I'm gonna be that man's living nightmare.
Oh. Well, we'll just add that to his plate of shit that's already going on for him. Also, real quick,
What?
apparently Vincent had a significant other at some point.
What?
Okay, that answers that. All right, fair enough.
I'm
Yeah,
very confused.
Yeah, if you want to do some digging to help metaphorically burn him alive at this point, yeah, apparently he had a wife. Have fun with that knowledge. And
You have a good night.
you as well. And he will help Buffy up and crutch her along as they head out the door.
Now back with the drunkies.
Some of us are sober.
Back with the drunkies.
All of you have had some amount of alcohol.
Except Optic.
Oh, yeah.
Optic, I didn't drink anything.
All of
You know,
y'all
we did the
are like-
cake stands.
Oh,
all of
fuck,
y'all
you're
are, like,
right.
dragging pillows
God
and
damn it.
blankets to one of the community rooms. And somehow y'all are just making this extravagant, like, blanket fort deal.
Yep.
Fauna is doing the best as she can, drunk off her ass. So is Cordelia.
Africa's like trying to tuck them in,
Yeah,
just to like,
just-
keep them out of the way, so then
just
she
let
can
us do
keep
it.
going.
I don't want to be a burrito. No. No.
Okay, just sit here though.
But
we
I
got-
want to help.
We
need
got
help.
this. We got
No.
this.
No. I am the alpha here. No.
You're so right. You're so alpha, sweetie.
I am the best alpha. Even
you are,
Mahai cannot scare me.
why would you say that? Why would you say that? Because
Mahai. She's talking trash.
oh my god.
Mahai looks over at her and says, "Absolutely, you are." The
You're
best-"
muted.
Oh, sorry. Mahai looks over and says, "Absolutely, best alpha, never better alpha.
Exactly. Exactly. And
For I to do anything,
can't
you would bite
scare
my
me.
foot off."
oh yes, absolutely. You know what? That is a good thought right now.
Oh no, Fauna,
No,
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 Fauna,
no.
No, hunting
Reason-
sounds really good right now.
Fauna, no,
Hunting sounds
no,
really good right now.
no,
And
Fauna,
then-
no.
Reese is just over there. Is like,
Y'all
Am I
hear
gonna have-
bone snapping?
Am I gonna have to put her on a leash? I feel like I'm gonna
Y'all
have to
hear
put her on a
bone
leash.
snapping, and then before too long, there is a red-browed wolf just standing there, and it is trying to claw at a window to get it open.
No, no. Africa's gonna go and try to like hug around like the midsection.
Yes,
And-
hug the puppers.
Roll volatile.
Oh my god.
please tell me
And
Fauna's making that whimpering noise that dogs make
Oh,
whenever
just
they
wait.
try to get up.
Just wait.
I
What'd you
got
get?
a 12.
Okay, you
Nice.
managed to grab her and hold her, but you hear the loud,
Oh my,
husky,
oh
like
my
scream
god.
when they are inconvenienced. It is the full-blown husky meltdown.
Yeah,
Temper
oh my god.
tantrum.
Okay, I'm gonna give her like head scratches like right between like the middle of the head, right between the ears to see if that gets her to chill out.
Pulling out the big gun head scritches.
Yep.
Yeah. She's starting to relax a little bit, but
Okay.
she's still like chuffing of like she wants to go out.
No, she cannot be out right now.
Just lie on your back with her back against your stomach and whatnot, and just have her legs just dangling up. They're defenseless.
Mihai goes to his dorm room.
Yep.
And he gets like his half full jar of peanut butter.
God.
And he
Oh,
brings
you
it in,
dick!
and he
You dick!
opens it. He lets Fauna sniff it, and then he drops it on the floor.
Fauna is uninterested in the jar of peanut butter.
I'm just gonna keep giving her scritches, like trying to like pull
She
her away from the
actually
window.
smacks the whole jar away.
Oh!
Does not like
She's a peanut allergy.
She's a
She's
peanut.
peanut.
You trying to poison my girlfriend?
And at that moment, when you offer the peanut butter, more husky screaming, and it's starting to bring people downstairs in the middle of the night. Because
Wait.
y'all are in the girls' dorm.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Is this also conjuring the pups? Because the alpha is in distress.
Distress.
How did
Africa's
one
gonna
of
get
the
her arm
window-
bitten off.
One of the windows breaks open.
Oh my fucking god!
There's like a smaller wolf that flies through the window and just looks around like, what's going on? Where's mom? Where is mom?
And Mama's just in Optica's arms getting screamed.
Right?
Is it Amos? Is it Amos?
It's Amos.
Reese just looks over at Amos, is like,
And then Xander and our lovely little newbie baby
No.
show up and
Hysteria.
Macy. They
Macy,
show
yeah.
up and they look very concerned. And Fauna sees the broken window.
Bye bye, Fauna.
Freedom.
Is starting to attempt to drag Optica towards the
Oh
window.
Optica, I think you should just let her go.
Okay. I'm just gonna let her go.
Okay, she's gone
Oh
for like
my
5 minutes, and then she comes back super excited as she went on a little hunt.
God. Oh god.
What did she bring back?
There's a little rabbit, and then she just drops it down, and her tail she's wagging happily.
Is the rabbit injured?
The
Rabbit's
rabbit's
dead.
just laying there looking really confused.
Okay.
Oh, she
Okay, the
didn't kill
rabbit's-
it?
Optica's gonna like scoop it.
Sits down half expectantly. Fauna is just like,
Thank you. It's very cute.
tail wag.
Very fluffy.
The rabbit
Um,
is just like looking at you like, please, mother.
No,
Please,
literally. What have I done to deserve this?
Mother, I do not crave violence.
Reese looks over at Brona during all this. Is like, should we just like sneak away for the night and get away from this chaos?
Oh, to do what?
You are not.
You're
leaving me
distracted by the
alone
fluffy
with these
bunny.
people.
Nah, I heard that shit. I heard that shit. The coffee beans are scheming. To do
No, because you
what?
know the minute he said that, Cordelia just like grabbed onto her.
Yep. Like full blown like cling.
Just both legs, just koala grip.
Just
Yep.
wrapped around her legs.
I don't think I can leave.
Ginger sits there eating snacks.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, no,
Ginger
Brona
took-
definitely went up and got the 5-pound bag of peach rings,
Oh, period.
which is like half gone.
Mahai, you're just witnessing this poor rabbit being held like, mother, please help me.
Like I don't know what to do.
And it looks at you with pleading eyes.
Oh.
I am very sorry you are born so low on the food chain. Maybe next time you come back as something bigger.
You dick!
Oh my god!
Wow.
The
Natural
rabbit-
order.
the
It's
rabbit's
rules of
going in
nature,
a
man.
pocket.
I
The
mean,
rabbit's going in
you're
a
going to
pocket.
eat it, aren't you? Otherwise, you're torturing
Oh.
it for no reason.
Also,
Which is
Ginger just
absolutely
sets her
cruel.
backpack down. Ginger sets her backpack down. She pulls out a bottle of tequila.
I
A bottle
grab
of
the bottle of
whiskey.
tequila.
There's a bottle of whiskey.
I grab the bottle of whiskey.
I take the bottle of whiskey.
Like 6 different like wine cooler bottles.
How the fuck do you fit all this in that tiny ass backpack? It's a Hello
then-
Kitty fucking backpack.
Mary Poppins, but with
Wait,
alcohol.
Wait, Mahai, have you ever looked inside the pack?
I am scared to. I think it's an alternate dimension in there.
It is.
It only holds
It's a
mine
whole
and
new
alcohol.
world.
She pulls out Stella beer and just sets it down.
Reese grabs that one.
She pulls out 2 bottles of Mountain Dew, like the 2 liters, but it looks like there's Kool-Aid mix into it.
Oh yeah, this is
Ooh.
different.
Nice.
This is a different dimension at this point.
Yeah,
Oh,
at this
no.
point.
This is actually
Oh,
a bag of holding.
Oh, yeah.
It is
It's
an
a
actual
literal bag of holding.
And then she just smiles. We can party here.
You already partied. This is the close down party. And I
She's
grab
If-
cracking. No, she takes the Mountain Dew. She has one. She pops it
no.
open.
Oh no, I know what's in that.
Do we
It's
smell?
vodka, Kool-Aid.
Yep,
vodka,
I know what's in that.
and Mountain Dew.
Oh my god.
Reese is just looking at his phone. It's like waiting. He's still paranoid about Vincent texting him.
There's nothing.
Also, it's only 7:30 at night.
No.
way.
It's gonna be like 10 by now.
It's 11 o'clock at night. It's 11 o'clock at night.
Okay, so not terribly late.
Mihai is
No.
going to go over to Ginger.
What?
He is going to crouch down in
Oh
front
no,
of
you got on
her.
her,
Oh
you
no.
got-
no.
you got on her level.
He's
Oh,
going
no.
to lean forward on one hand and get his mouth right against her ear
Oh no.
and say,
No.
he just lets out a very deep growl
Everybody hears it.
and he says,
Fauna's like, ah! No, I am throwing this party. I am the host. No. And she is speaking in wolf form at
Oh
this
my
point.
god.
No. No, my rules. If Ginger wants to stay up, Ginger can stay up. She is my friend. You're not gonna bully her.
Reese is just over there sipping the Stella, like, I have lost control of this entire situation. I am not trying to fix it.
Sir,
Have
you-
control of the situation.
Yeah, you assumed that you had control? Nah.
While y'all are having this conversation,
Oh Jesus
This
Christ.
is not much of a conversation.
the power suddenly shuts off in the building.
Oh fuck.
I'm ready for this. I have candles. Hold on.
She just starts pulling candles from her feet.
Just from the cloak, just Phantom of the Opera. They're already lit. Like,
So back to drunk Buffy, somewhat drunk Buffy and Ezekiel.
Right.
They are walking down the street,
Yep.
and you hear a boop boop.
Fuck. Oh,
You see a very
What?
familiar face get out of the vehicle.
true. At the same time, is Buffy still carrying the duck?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, did
You're-
Buffy
you don't
try to attack Nikki with the duck?
He swung the duck at her. I mean,
Yep.
in all honesty, they're fucking usually made of cast iron, so they're not
Yeah.
exactly light.
Yeah.
Buffy for the
Buffy's
win.
tough.
You see Buffy just hugging the duck as she's walking, and you see Preston get out of the vehicle.
Hello.
Where are you two heading from?
Had a late night stop over at Dr. Troy.
Alright, I heard there was like loud noise complaints in his neighborhood.
Uh,
And the ceiling, and I see where it is now. Buffy,
we found it on the side of the road.
he looks at you for a moment. Okay, you found it on the side of the road.
Yep.
Buffy, I need you to hand. No, I want it.
Buffy, how about we
My
trade?
comfort duck.
Trade for what?
You give me the duck, I will give you the Optica doll.
Okay.
All right.
She hands the duck over. She's so easy to please.
And then he will give the duck to Preston.
Preston's like, ka-dang!
Yeah. He is like dragging it to his car.
Do you need help?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
You also see that there's a keg in the back of his car.
I
Right.
see a keg in the back of the car.
Preston's ready for a party.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I see we're also getting a little feisty tonight, aren't we?
No, I found it in the park.
Just
Huh.
like how we found this on the road.
Yeah, actually, yeah, no, it's like, oh, just like how we
Tracy's?
found, it's just like how we found the duck.
No, seriously. No, seriously. I found it in the park.
No, no, in all honesty, that checks out.
Yeah.
And he'll help get the duck, put it in wherever he's trying to put it.
Buffy's like, oh, there's the keg. Can we take it?
No, I think it's evidence at this point.
I was just gonna return it to the bar.
Tradesies.
Oh my gosh.
It just looks over to Preston. It's just like, Tracy?
No,
I figured.
no.
To be honest, I was even convinced that was going to work.
I really don't want to deal with Kitty. No thanks.
Well, that's why we were going to deal with Kitty.
Yeah, considering Miss Buffy over there looks like she is barely hanging on by a thread at the moment. No.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean,
She
she's got
did.
more than one thread now.
She has definitely had a rough night within like the
Yeah.
past like
45 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
The last hour, like close to an hour, has not been her friend.
Yeah, y'all have a good night.
You as well.
Yeah, I think we saw your friends earlier. There was a big drunk squad of them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep. You have a good night.
You as well.
He'll get in the car and drive off.
Yep. He'll go back over to Buffy, continuing to be her crutch while she is distracted with the, while she's also distracted with the doll.
She's a little pouty.
What's up, Slayer?
You took the duck.
I gave you the doll. We
I
did
know.
tradesies.
It's really cool. I like it with all the creepy teeth.
Yeah. I think Optica got that one probably due to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are we going to your dorm or mine?
God,
Mine
which
is-
one is closer?
Mine is closer.
We'll go to yours then.
So y'all are going to the girls' dorm, and you hear a commotion coming from the community room.
Does he get? Is he hearing what's going on?
You hear loud, like husky, like screams.
No, no.
Buffy's like, in order to get to my room, we have to pass by the community room.
Well, okay. Are you going to be wanting to join what's ever going on in the community room, or are you actually wanting to go to bed?
I kind of want to go to bed.
All right, cool. We will go to bed then.
So all of y'all see Ezekiel and Buffy walking by.
Well, actually, didn't you just say that the power was off?
Oh yeah, darkness. Yeah, the power's out. Y'all, it's dark.
Suffocation, no breathing.
So we definitely don't see Ezekiel.
When the lights go out, I scoop up Ginger
And leave.
and leave.
Roll volatile, please.
Gladly.
Wow, we made her a whole little spot, and you're just gonna ditch us like that?
11.
Yeah, 11.
Okay, you make it to where you are going.
And then I move the entire dresser in front of the door.
Love it. Ginger's already asleep on the bed,
I know. But she will wake
and
up
she has
randomly.
like one. She has one shoe on and one shoe off.
Oh, fuck, she's off.
No, the shoe is on the floor.
Cinderella!
The shoe's on the floor.
She was sober enough to remember to kick off one shoe.
Yes. So she is sleeping. Bye. I guess you're going to bed.
Yeah, because who knows what happens if she wakes up in this. The world could be just.
So, Ezekiel, you're heading with Buffy to her room.
Yep.
As the rest of y'all in the darkness, as y'all are sitting there, y'all hear movement in the darkness, and then light claw marks going across the walls.
Phone flashlight.
Phone flashlight.
You see-
Phone flashlight.
okay, so you turn on the flashlight, there's nothing there. But you hear it going down the halls.
It's not my dorm, so it's technically not my problem.
Not,
Not my
so
circus, not my monkeys.
you're
Yeah,
pulling the circus rule out for this scenario, huh?
I mean,
Ezekiel?
has Fauna given up on trying to like leave? Like she's
Yes.
fine now.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's laying down.
okay, good. Okay,
She's asleep.
okay, good, perfect. So that's one
Also, the
problem.
rest of her pack members are like laying on top of her.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay,
They all
So
showed up
they're-
out of nowhere.
they're
Yeah, there's,
no,
there's
they all
a
like
whole
jumped
double
through the
file
window.
happening.
What happened to Mom?
So,
Puppy cuddle pals are the bestest.
Yeah.
Ezekiel, you hear
God
the
damn it.
movement in the darkness. This feels familiar. Because you've done stuff like this.
Yeah, his head will kind of like do that up twitch of like hearing it. It's like, who the fuck's doing my job?
It's coming in, they're taking our job.
Who has the audacity to fucking do what I do?
Buffy's like, can we just go to bed? Let's just go to bed.
It'll get Buffy to the room and whatnot.
And she's making grabby hands for you not to leave.
It's, just a second. Just a second.
Mm.
Apparently, I gotta fucking throw my weight around here all the fucking sudden.
You're muted.
Reese is gonna tell Rona, it's like, I'll be right back. And in the darkness, he'll slip
No.
out, and
Stay. Don't be stupid.
it's me.
That just means you should stay.
Let him be a little stupid.
He's already done that tonight. He has to stay.
Oh well, that's true. I'll go with him. I'll go with him.
We just heard scrabbling of claws on the walls and didn't see anything.
And then y'all hear laughter.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck no.
no,
Oh
let's
my
just
god.
Stay.
It's the Joker. Absolutely not. Oh my fucking god.
No, stay.
It's
No.
very deep baritone laughter.
That's so much worse.
Yeah.
That is so much fucking worse. No.
And it's still dark, right? Still completely dark in here?
Mhm.
Yeah, Reese is, since no one can see him at the moment, is going to his hunting visage.
Okay.
You guys probably hear Ezekiel like a couple of floors up being like, all right, who's doing this amateur hour
Who
fucking
the fuck?
scary shit? Like, really?
But as you go into the halls, the lights suddenly turn back on.
Oh, you cowardly fucking bitch.
And on the wall, in blood, is a symbol.
Oh.
It's a symbol that was on the box.
Wait, did I see the symbol on the box when I
No,
did
No.
Okay.
Reese would know it on site.
Per-
And it's not on your floor, Ezekiel. It's on the
Okay.
first floor.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that knocks him out of the visage back to his like normal form, and he's just like, "Oh fuck!"
And that's where we're gonna leave it today.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
So, starting with Reese, what was your favorite moment today? And where can we find you?
Favorite moment has to be the duck. Just the duck going everywhere, and just finally having to give the duck back.
Poor
And
duck.
you can find me. You can find me
Sweet
on
tea
Twitter.
special.
Oh, sweet tea.
Oh, good. I have just enough coffee.
Anyways, you can find me on Twitch or Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram under Eskel's Tower. And here on Saturdays,
Yep.
being a dumbass.
Ezekiel, where can we find you? And what
Uh,
was your favorite moment?
drunk shenanigans. So that just encompasses everything. Primarily, I post on TikTok of just random shit every now and again.
Yeah, you do.
And you guys can find me here for this particular game, as well as
In September.
in September with Changeling.
Brooke, favorite moment, and where can we find you?
Favorite moment has to be the sleeve sprite.
The sleeve sprite.
The sleeve sprite.
Just sipping warm Sprite all night. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Get that
Um,
weird gunky feeling in the back of your throat.
and you can find me at Variations of Atmos Liz on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And you can find me obviously here on Saturdays and also on Wednesday nights for Kingdoms of Mist.
Which is just as bad as here.
Yes.
Favorite moment, and where can we find you?
Who was that for me?
Yes,
Mhm.
you.
Okay, because your voice got like redacted. My favorite moment was with like no kind of prompting and no actual like ability explanation. Ezekiel being like upset and Buffy being like and just bolting like her spidey senses. That was so cute.
When you're drunk, it just, I don't know why. Whenever you're drunk, you just seem to know when something's going wrong.
And then like followed by like the bellowing and getting like a noise complaint and all that shit. Like she's trying to help and she's just getting the cops called on everybody.
Yeah. And where can we find you?
Yes, you can find me here with Dinner and a Game Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Saturday mornings, and soon to be Monday nights. I live here. They cannot get rid of me. And for the rest of August, because I'm starting a new job and I just got settled in my new apartment, other content is on hold. I am on TikTok and stuff, and I will be in other places soon, but I need a minute to get my adulting stuff together and to recover from moving because that was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I am going to go. Hi, I am Star Short Stories. I am your lovely MC. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter under a variation of that. Starting September 12th, because we had to push back the date due to family situations that are going on in my life, we'll be having our Changeling the Lost, Bristol's Lost lovely chronicles starting that day, where our lovely group will be escaping the hedge. First session. So we're starting it off with trauma.
Dun, dun, dun.
Immediately. You can also find me here on Tuesdays for Emerald Sanctums. You can find me every other Thursday on To Turn to Page 394 for Star Wars 5e campaign that I run. And then Fridays, every other Friday, you can find me on Vampiric Touch ENT for our Exalted campaign. And then you can find me on the Figment Collective for Arcadia by Day, which is another Changeling the Lost Chronicle where I actually play, which there's only 2 more episodes, I think, left for Chronicle 1, and then we're going to be on break for a little bit. And then Saturdays, you can find me here running this lovely show. And then Sundays, you can usually find me for Main by Night, which is a Sabbat V5 Chronicle on the Figment Collective.
Dun, dun, dun.
And
What was your favorite moment?
my favorite moment? Actually, Ezekiel getting mad at everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. And valid. It was valid. And Ray, favorite moment, and then wrap us up.
So favorite moment for me was similar to that, but it was actually Nikki getting upset and being all like, because it was kind of the exact opposite of what Mihai said should be happening,
And she felt cornered.
Yeah, and the horrible part is she told me not to tell Ezekiel anything,
But she was half expecting that you would.
and now she's probably gonna think that I did. Ezekiel told her that I didn't, but she's still gonna think I did. So
Yeah,
should make things interesting next time.
it should.
But yeah, that was probably my favorite moment. That and Fauna sitting in front of the beer keg.
The beer keg just drinking in the park.
I will also add Ezekiel getting like lagged in a wall.
Yeah.
That
That was
Yeah.
fucking
great.
gold.
That was brilliant
That was
with Oreo.
gold.
Yep. And I like Oreo. Anyway, so Dinner and a Game, we have shows on Tuesdays, which is Emerald Sanctums, as Em said that she's in. We have Kingdoms and Milagros is in. We have Kingdoms of Mist on Wednesdays, which is our D&D 5e homebrew, which both Liz and Milagros are in. And then we have on Friday nights, we alternate shows. This next show is gonna be Ivy Shadow's 5e Suicide Squad's themed game in her own homebrew. And then the other alternate Fridays is Crossing the Veil, which is our Serenity Firefly / Serenity TTRPG. And then on Saturday mornings, of course, you have us here for the Breakfast Club. And then soon, as Em said, on Mondays, we're going to have our Changeling the Lost for the big sads and the even more emotional traumas.
Mm-hmm.
Because M promised emotional traumas. And so we're going to be doing a lot of things coming up soon. We are going to try and make PAX Unplugged. I know some of us are going, but we're if we go to PAX Unplugged, we're probably not going to go officially as Dinner and a Game. We're probably just going to go as us. But we will let you guys know if we're going. So if you guys can make it out there, we can probably do a little meet and greet or something and say hi to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're still looking at our con events for the rest of the rest of this year, which is probably nothing. And then for next year, we're already talking to Gen Con. We're going to be doing hopefully a bigger charity event next year, and we're going to be looking at building all that out. And oh, there it is. Okay, but we're going to look at getting all that set up, and it's going to be a big year next year, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. And I hope you'll stay with us for it. Look for Material Component. It's coming soon. And we will be making big announcements on that. Other than that, remember, if you follow us, you get a chance to win the D&D Corp set. If you follow us on TikTok, which is in our link tree, you get a chance to win the 3D printed tower, which looks kind of like that. Did it work? It didn't work. Why is this thing not working for some reason? But you get a chance to win our 3D printed tower that we're giving away over there. And every single show we do the giveaways where we give away the actual, not giveaway, but we give out tickets for the drawing for the mini of the month. And this mini of the month, the mini this month is Asmodeus, the Devil Daddy, as they were calling him earlier. And we will be giving that away at the end of the month. So anything you guys can do to support the show, we appreciate. Remember, always, we are affiliates of Geek Grind Coffee. If you want some amazing, ethically sourced coffee that's sourced from woman-owned farms, this is the way you can do it. And plus, a small portion of the proceeds that you spend there goes back to supporting Dinner and a Game. Also, we do have merch, including our the only thing that quenches my thirst is the tears of my players, which I need to get one of those for M. And and we also have our intelligence is a dump stat on t-shirts, cups, just about everything you can think of. You can hit our merch store there, and those proceeds go to support the show. And by supporting the show, you do things like let us pay people like M to run content on the shows for us. And you also go towards us getting to go to events and paying for people to go to events and stuff like that. We're really not looking at Dinner and a Game as a way to turn a profit. We just want to try and, help our friends create amazing content and bring it to you guys. So anything you do to help out with that is appreciated. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime and you did not know about this, you have a free Prime sub that you can give to anyone you like. And we will be honored if you give it to us. And always remember, with the raffles, subscribers actually get 2 tickets instead of 1. So all that is just stuff we do for you guys. Please join us in our Discord. Please join us in our Facebook groups. All those links are in the link tree. Follow us on Twitter. We love you all, and we're going to find someone to raid.
I see World Anvil and Troll Lord.
Yeah, Troll. Let me see who I see. I don't know anyone else.
Yeah.
Usually we raid what's their name?
World Tree.
Either World Tree or something like that. Well, who do you guys want to raid? World Anvil or Troll Lord? I'll give y'all the choice.
I don't mind either
Oh,
or.
never mind. World Anvil just logged. So we're gonna raid Troll Lord Games.
Okay.
They're an indie game producer that makes content for D&D 5e as well as some old school content as well. Actually, they make more old school content for the OCR revival.
Yeah.
But remember, at Dinner Game always save you a seat at the table. We want you to understand that we went to Gen Con, and everyone at Gen Con had to be vaxxed, and everyone at Gen Con while they were in the building had to wear a mask, and we still had 2 people out of 10 got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot stress this enough. Maintain social distancing, wear a mask everywhere you can, get vaxxed. Even if you have all those done, you still have the potential to get a COVID. So be careful. We want to see you come back
Yep.
every single session. Enjoy the games with us. Enjoy the show with us. Get your raffle tickets. And we want you to be safe because at dinner game, we always save you a seat at the table, and we want to make sure that you come back to that table over and over. Now we're going to take that table. We're going to go raid Troll Lord Games. Give them a follow if you can. Tell them Dinner Game sent you. And we will see you guys back here on Tuesday for Emerald Sanctums. We love you all.
Bye.
Okay.